We live?
We in this thing. We live, baby.
What's popping, man?
Yo, man, I just want to let y'all know I miss my gym day this morning. I overslept, but I appreciate that
The quick
Kai
little,
came into the building.
I came through.
And he came in with,
care package.
Let's talk a little bit about this
Device.
tool, this device.
It's called the Ripstick, man.
the Ripstick.
Where's
The
it at?
Ripstick. I just
Where's the Ripstick?
We'll put it on camera.
this shit right here, bro.
Yeah.
This is real.
It's like a gym.
Tell the listeners like how this device works.
Okay, so basically, it's got two handles,
Yes.
like a tennis racket, right?
Pause.
It's got two rubber bands on either end, and it's all about resistance. And I'm a body resistance sort of dude. So you're gonna hold it out, and you lock your arms in, keep your feet together, and you start off by holding it at the same length for 18 seconds, right?
Yeah.
And when you get to 18, you're gonna start pulling it in, and you squeeze when you get in.
Look, man, I'm gonna go on record.
And then you go down from 18 to 16 to 14 to 12.
I used it briefly. Shit is real.
It's real.
I already got a crazy pump right now for
It's the quickest
a
pump.
set and a half. Not even a half a set, yo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Quickest pump you'll ever get, bro.
I also am
Ladies,
I did
you could use it too.
Yeah, I trialed this device out myself for like a brief minute.
You
Yes.
did good though.
And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I could get used to this.
Yeah, I'm already feeling
You
it.
had a look on your face. You know how
I was nervous
when you're
at
doing
first.
something for the first time, but women are in the room.
Yeah, you don't know if I can
So
do
I gotta
it.
hold. I gotta hold my face because women is watching.
Like, what happens if I can't pull this shit
let you
apart?
see.
And not only that though, I had concern. I'm like, yo, man, I ain't trying to like sweat just yet.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's about to be showtime.
It's
real.
But no, I like the device. I think it's that might be something good
$60
for a lot of people to get.
For an office, like a lot of people are working from home. Y'all got kids and stuff, and sometimes you may not be able to make that workout.
Yeah.
It's hot outside. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
But that right there, the good thing about it is it comes with a card, and you scan the code, and on your phone, and it automatically goes down to all the exercises.
Okay, gotcha.
It's easy money, right? So he gives you, it's 25 exercises you can do with it. It's greatness, bro. But the best thing about it is, I had worries because you're a bigger guy than I am.
Yeah.
So I was like, how wide is he going to be able to pause? Get this.
Yeah, please.
Comes with extra rubber bands. So if it's
So
already
for two-
too easy for
you could just
put
add
another
the
put another
resistance.
set of rubber
Yeah,
bands
yeah.
on there, and it's extra resistance. It's crazy, bro.
Yo,
Hey.
I like the device. Like I told you before, I'm really not a fan of like the
Let's start using rubbers again. Nah.
I kind of do. You miss old terms?
rubbers.
Rubbers.
You remember that?
Rubbers.
You know
You
what?
got a Jimmy hat?
I miss, and I'm still using it, and people always look at me crazy.
You
like,
still using rubbers?
No,
Whoa,
no,
whoa,
man.
Yo, that's
Listen,
wild.
whoa.
the-
Grow
the-
up.
The terms.
Yo,
Get awards.
imagine
Like a
married and rubbers. That's crazy.
That's wild
That's-
time, son.
Yo, that-
Real
that's
lack
a
of trust right there.
You need a divorce.
I don't trust you, nigga.
Yo, that's what is the point of being married?
I'm
if you can't-
invested.
Facts.
No, we're invested.
Like, yeah, I'm
I don't
here.
trust you, nigga.
Yeah, like, come on, man.
All right, so
I miss-
what if there's a situation where you have like a stupid sponsorship, like you got to use our rubbers all the time?
What you mean?
Like that was part of the deal on the contract.
Hey, man.
How would they know?
Brand
They got-
dedication.
they have a
Oh,
camera
you
in
got to
your room.
build
Oh,
discipline.
nah, son.
You got to build discipline.
Nah, son.
That's
There
brand loyalty
there are
right
times
there.
though you got to use a condom in marriage though.
Sure.
Like after cheating,
No, after
That's
birth.
one.
that's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
What?
Between that 6 week period,
Well, even after that 6 weeks, because like they're super fertile. If you're not trying to have, or if
that's
Oh,
the
or if
pri-
they're- or
You
if
got
they're
to
like,
lead with that, nigga.
or if you're transitioning off, they transition off of birth control and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Get caught up in that little
Okay.
period when they go from one birth control to another. Take a little time to
Oh,
catch
you
up.
thought
you know what
you
I'm
thought I had a
saying?
full clip?
You know
I got a
what I'm
drum.
Feel like
I got a
feel like
drum,
I've been
baby.
somewhere around there.
Oh,
You for sure.
So
You're
you got
Hispanic.
caught up like that?
I'm Hispanic.
You're Hispanic.
Well,
You for sure.
Hispanic women are
Got to
like
put a
fertile.
silencer on.
They are naturally fertile.
Yeah, I think they're more naturally
You
fertile.
for sure.
Is that true?
You didn't see this? There was a stand-up comedian. He's all like this. There was Latinas in the front row. He's like, you got to watch out with that, man. He's like, Latinas, they just suck that shit up.
Andrew Schultz.
Yeah, Andrew Schultz. Yeah.
Shout out to Schultz.
Yeah, man. Nah, he's a real one, man.
That's funny, yo. That's funny.
Real
What's
one.
cracking, man?
Shoot,
Not that- yo, I'm saying though, what are some old terms that you missed that you need to bring back the lingo to?
Oh, herbs. I like calling people herbs.
Yeah. Herbs,
Yeah.
squab.
Squab. Yeah.
I miss squab. I miss goosing.
is scrub one of them?
Never use goose.
You never use goose. Is that a Texas?
Yes,
is that a
that's
Texas
that's a
thing?
down south. That's a down south term.
I don't know if
What about
like,
when
I didn't know
everybody
if it
was
was just
Scrubs?
exclusive to Texas.
When we call
Scrubs,
like
yeah.
lose your scrubs.
I ain't never called nobody a
Nah,
scrub.
Scrubs.
That
was
was
big.
For me. That was a female thing.
Nah.
We called him Herb.
I actually never
You
heard
a Herb,
females say that
nigga.
shit.
Now Scrubs was like used in sports.
Yeah, like you just like
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah.
sports.
like
related.
during
Okay,
hooping.
okay.
That's where you heard it the most.
No, but see, back then you trash.
You ever use
well, trash was always that's still there.
It's
That's,
always
that's
gonna be.
never
Yeah,
going
that's
away.
what we were like.
You ever use
trash.
You
Merc?
trash now.
You ever use Merc? Not killing, but Merc in the sense of like I gotta go.
I got a
Yeah,
mark.
I know niggas that yo, I got to
Yeah.
mark out.
Yeah, that was another one.
Nah,
But I
actually
always
never
like
heard anybody
split
use
better
that.
because it was like 70s slang.
Which one?
I got to split.
Split, yeah. Yo, I always like start calling cats job turkeys. You know what I'm saying? He fucking job turkey, yo.
Hey, what did remember when Conor McGregor was fighting Floyd?
Yeah, what do you
And
call
they were
it?
doing like the press conference, and then like Floyd has his security guard that looked like some Jersey Shore like juiced up dudes. He's like, "Hey, you security?" He's like, "Juice head turkeys." I was like, "Yo, what?"
Oh, let me tell you a fly term I learned. I got a homegirl from Bermuda, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what they call they homeboys or homegirls? Ace girl, ace boy.
That feels very top boyish, doesn't it?
But you know, but they said it means
A little bit.
like ace boom coon.
Yeah, I feel you.
So when she was saying that, she's like, "Hey, what's up, ace boy?" And I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" But then I
Yeah,
thought that
that's
shit was fly
different.
though. You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
know if I pick it up.
Ace
but
boy by
that's
itself
different.
kind of
Yeah, I
sounds
was
cool.
just saying, yeah, ace boy, ace girl. That's like a London, UK province term right
What's
there.
your favorite black dialect? What's your favorite and what's the one you hate the most?
Favorite? You talk about like regional?
Yeah,
New Orleans.
of course.
New Orleans. The one
That's
I,
my fucking absolute favorite.
the one I dislike is sorry, man. Matter of fact, I got a hat on from these people. Baltimore. yo.
Baltimore.
Baltimore. Yo. Baltimore with a do.
Like what?
Yeah,
the
Baltimore is the
fuck?
worst, yo.
I'm getting shot by somebody from Baltimore.
Shout out to Screwed Clothing
'Cause I
Line.
can never take
straight
them
out of
seriously.
Baltimore.
I never thought about which dialects I wasn't fond of.
New Orleans is
New
good.
Orleans is the best.
Yeah.
That probably is.
Everything they say is cool, and everything how like the female, everything they say is sexy to me.
LA's funny to me too though.
It's funny though
Cause it's like mad proper.
because they're
but
black
gangster.
and Hispanic all at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, it's like real.
Pull Martin Sorrell.
You know what I'm saying?
They sound like Nate Diaz.
Park the car. You know what I'm saying? Like when Nipsey talk, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like real. Oh yeah,
You
real
Mark-
proper.
You mark ass buster. You know what I'm saying?
Who has like the most heavy slang though?
Slang.
Yeah, like which area of the nation?
You might be looking at. You might
Yo,
be looking
Florida.
at.
Florida got some shit.
So can we say the South?
Florida got some shit. Miami.
Dade,
Yes, what I'm
but
saying.
Georgia too.
Georgia got some shit too.
But that's another dialect I
So,
don't like.
so the
Yeah.
South.
because
But it's different.
their
It's all
exes,
different.
their exes are gone, and I hate that shit.
Yeah.
I always hated how Georgia niggas or Atlanta niggas they don't know what exes are.
Nah, Texas got some shit to y'all too. I just been here a
you
while.
can't say Rolex.
Yeah, Rolex. Yeah.
Okay,
But no, let me tell you the shit Texas do.
Houston.
Now what do they say? They say like me in front of words. Like you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Like I'm trying to give you an example.
I
of it.
want an example.
Like listen, like say yo, give me something, Nemo. Come on, man. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know what he means. Like,
Yeah, yo.
But they say me in front.
Yes, in front of words.
they usually cuss before.
Yeah.
They got me a motherfucking me.
Oh
Yeah. Got me a motherfucking problem, man. Got me fucked like that shit, yo. That's
Like,
that
Yeah,
Texas
that's
shit.
the only thing. The only thing
I know what you're
similar to
talking
that
about.
is like Atlanta. I like how they put "goddamn" in front of everything.
Oh yeah, goddamn, shorty.
That's country shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is country.
I always like that shit.
I do kind of like that.
But
too.
I-
I don't talk like it.
I
but
will. You
I
can-
like it.
Shit can bleed on me. Like my best friend is from Homer, Louisiana, and I just found myself
yeah.
saying shit like, "Yo, I'm going to make groceries. Y'all need anything?"
Yo, my wife does
make
that.
I like that
groceries?
shit. Me.
Yeah, make groceries. I
Like
heard
he-
that too.
Like he
Mississippi.
says, me afterwards, it'd be like, shit, I don't fuck with that me. And I don't know, I just started picking that shit up.
Huh.
Yeah, making groceries. That was funny. I heard that
Making
shit
groceries is- and-
Mississippi.
but it
Making
picks you.
groceries.
Like it bleeds on you.
Yeah.
So my wife would just be looking at me like, you're gonna do what? I was like, fuck.
Now
I
my
said
wife
it,
does
didn't
that
I?
shit though. She
Man,
picks
she
up
about
like
to smack the shit out of you.
like whoever she's talking to, like you can hear like her voice change. It's almost like she mimics them. She don't
Oh,
know.
yo, that shit
she
is
don't know.
embarrassing.
She don't know
She's a
she doing it.
mimicker.
Though. She don't know she doing it. Me and my
She's
daughter
a
just be
morph.
looking like, yo, this is hilarious.
She's a
son.
morph, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yo.
funny though.
That
You
shit
ever
is
see when
mad
somebody
funny.
tries to like do an impression of somebody and then those somebodies happen to be in the room and they
Yeah.
don't realize what they're doing?
No, I don't like the instinctual one. Like we'd be at a like an Asian restaurant and the waiter say something to my mom.
Don't do it. Don't. You about to be bad
And
racist right now.
he was like,
bad
you want the fong? And she be like, I want the fong. I'm like,
Yo,
Mom,
that's bad racist.
don't do that.
You can't
don't do that.
You can't do that.
Yo, yeah, nah. I would be like, yo, Mosque.
They were like, yo,
embarrassing me.
chill.
That,
Old
yeah,
school
that,
boy. I don't
Old
think my
school
mom
folks are
knows
different,
how
though.
racist she is.
I don't think they realize sometimes.
No, my mom. I just be like, yo, mom, you're racist.
It's also
Shit,
funny,
you
like the,
can't
the
say
girls
that
where I'm
shit.
from, the accent, like, you know, you got the Boston accent, but
Yeah.
then like our shit is like more like upstate New York.
Yeah,
but the
yeah, yeah,
women sound like Valley girls.
Really?
Yes. Like they sound like just the whitest of the white shit, but the dudes have more of a traditional New York. I don't know what it is about the women like in that region. It just goes straight Valley girls, yo.
Yeah,
Wow.
the Boston niggas I know, Connecticut niggas I know, they all sound like New York.
Connecticut, but Boston got that R thing, yo.
The I, but
Yeah,
not,
yeah,
but
yeah.
a lot of the niggas I know from Boston don't have the traditional Boston.
Yes, because a lot of them are not.
That's
from,
why- yeah,
they
that's
are,
why I'm
but their
confused.
parents are not from there.
Okay.
That's another thing too. Your
Where your
kids,
parents from?
yes, because my daughter does not sound like a Texan,
No.
even though she's been here her whole life.
Yeah, no.
Nope, she does not sound like a Texan at all. My
a lot
son
of-
does though.
Because of y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that they just pick up on
what they hear in the house.
what they hear in the house,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
how they develop the shit.
That's fair.
Yo, language is a funny thing. We was talking about what they call ebonics, AAVE.
AAV. Yeah, I got something to say about that.
That's
Go
a
ahead.
real it's a
It's a language.
It's a real language.
But we're just now realizing it because we've been taught that it's broken and it's bad. But it was like, no. You forced our language away, so we had to watch and adapt. And that's the language that I come from. Geechee Gullah people.
Because we don't say like you are
We take away words.
What do you say?
use like
Y'all,
Ah.
use a whole ass
use.
nigga. Use a bitch.
Yeah, we
Not you
take-
are a
we
bitch.
remove
You know what I'm
certain-
saying?
We remove certain shit.
Yeah.
We remove certain letters out of sentence structure and it makes it go faster. It's an actual dialect. That's why
Yeah.
I'm like,
When they say like, oh, you got to speak proper. Like I am speaking proper.
I got to a certain point, and I think
proper
most
black
people,
shit, nigga.
Yeah, most people usually we can dip in and out of it, but I got to a point, and I think most educated black people get to a point where it's like, I'm not
Nope. Yep.
changing myself so you can be comfortable anymore
Yeah.
because I've been doing that my whole life.
Yep. Yo, you know what I meant. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, figure it out.
Like this is a language, and that's it. This is our language.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because we don't have no problem. We talking to each other. Like I said, you know
it's
exactly.
residual self-image. When you actually think about it, is look, I'm not comfortable unless you're more like me.
Mhm.
And that's
really-
really what they're telling you.
That's really why I like different people, because I want them to not be like me. I'm more.
Yeah,
sometimes I'm either there's a different presentation. You know, there's different perspectives, different sounds. I don't want everybody to sound like me.
We have stuff that you need core things to have in common, and then that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because think about it, the differences there. Like, Norm is going to be more interesting than maybe like somebody else I bring around who's like more similar to me.
Oh yeah, of course, because you like I already know
even,
this.
Even if they talk about the same shit,
Yeah,
the way
yeah.
he presents it
Yeah.
and the way he sounds is going to be different.
Well, that's also too. That's also not just a black. I can say that. That's like just some hood shit. Like we gotta put that pizzazz on the stories and.
That's,
Yeah,
that's
Did y'all hear
it's
the?
gonna be extra.
Y'all heard the Tony Yayo? You see the Tony Yayo
I
clips?
saw it.
Not the. I ain't talking about the Ice Cube thing, but
Oh, okay.
you hear when he talking about beef with Fat Joe?
No, I didn't see that.
Yo, when he met Khaled, he had to go to the radio station, and Khaled's like, he's like shaking, about to go to shake Khaled's hand, but you know
Yeah.
Khaled down with Fat Joe, and he's like, DJ Khaled, fuck out of here. Yo, did that actually happen that way? Probably
Yo,
not.
what they did,
But Yayo telling the story, you like, yo, I can see it, son.
what 50, what 50
and the
did
detail.
Yes, yo.
what 50 did to DJ Khaled is. Did you ever see that shit?
Of course, yo.
That was. Did
I
you
gotta
see
see.
it?
I gotta.
don't think I
a
saw
psychic
that.
Toby.
So he.
Tell
so
me about it.
He was beefing with Fat Joe naturally.
Yeah, yeah.
Anybody that is standing next to his enemy is his beef.
Of course.
Khaled had some things to say because he was with Fat Joe when G Unit and Fat Joe was beefing.
Yeah.
So 50 sent some goons to Khaled's mom's workplace. She was sleeping at the job,
Yeah.
And just took a video recording.
and they're
of
just filming her sleeping at the job with all the pictures of DJ Khaled and her. She don't even know they're there. They're there for like 10 minutes just filming.
it. And they just leave.
And he's spitting a poem over it saying, a psychic told me, watch your mouth. Yo,
Yo, that's
fucking crazy.
Yeah, you know-
It's
That's
like,
wild.
Yo, DJ Khaled, shut the fuck up
You
after
know,
that.
you know who
They
was
be like,
you know
watch
who was
your mouth.
filming though? You know who's doing the filming?
No. I got this.
Trivia.
And I know.
Trivia right here.
I know. French Montana.
Yep.
Wow. Oh, when he was doing the video shit.
Yep.
Because he was a video nigga before he was doing a.
If I was Cal, I would fuck French Montana up later on, yo.
He can't fuck him up.
Why not?
Why not?
Not 1-on-1.
Why not?
Yes, he can.
just
French
don't think
Montana,
so.
you can
Y'all got
fold
Khaled,
French
man.
Montana,
You
bro.
better stop playing with Khaled, yo. Khaled from New Orleans, man. Stop playing with Khaled, yo.
I don't know. I don't,
You could fold French Montana.
Everybody I ever met from New Orleans can
damn,
fight, yo.
he's that soft?
No, I'm not saying that. Everybody I ever met from New Orleans can fight, even the soft ones.
I disagree.
No,
He's
let me
like,
rephrase
no.
that. Hold on.
I done whooped
Hold
the
on, let me
All
rephrase
these
that.
niggas do this.
No, let me rephrase that. They will fight. That's what I should say.
Sure.
They got heart.
They will fight.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
I
New
learned, yo,
Orleans, New
Texas
Orleans
used to be
no,
like
Texas is a fight place.
Yeah.
that. Not anymore. Them niggas now. These young boys don't.
They're playing like
Yeah.
Dallas is shooting.
Maybe
Yeah.
not the young
Houston is
boys, but back
shooting.
maybe like early 2000s, whenever all those people
Oh,
from
yeah,
Cali was
yeah,
moving
yeah,
over
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
They was
But
getting
see,
beat up every day.
That was something that we prided ourselves on. Was that we buck. We laughed at niggas that was like, I'm gonna go pop the trunk.
Mm.
Oh, because you can't
But
fight.
the fact that we got the most guns though, it's crazy.
You pop the truck after the fight. You get the fight off
They did.
first.
That's when it mostly happened. Niggas popped the trunk after they lost the fight.
Yeah, that
After the fight.
that'd be
But
some
club
sad
parking
shit,
lot
man.
fights was the lick.
Yeah.
And you know what else? Taco Cabana. That's where we all met up.
Cabana.
TCs, yo.
They all
TCs.
met up at TC's and threw hands. But that was Texas. Yeah, it's a little
Yo,
different.
we
but
haven't talked about them in a while either, man. What's our spot, man? Chachos, man. RIP to Chachos.
Damn.
Rest in
RIP.
peace.
That was the hint of
Chachos,
violence.
dog.
Yeah, man. RIP
Hint
to
of violence.
Chachos
Chachos,
was lick. I don't give a fuck, bro.
RIP to Chachos, man.
Yeah, I remember, man. I was probably like 18 when we was hanging around there with all the car clubs and shit. You know how
Yeah.
they always used to pull up through the back?
Mhm.
Everybody be pissed off because like everybody there not to eat, and the ones who want to eat can't get in.
Oh, nah, you better go inside.
It was dying
No,
when
they
they started
couldn't get
charging.
into the parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
When
yeah.
they started
the whole
charging
car
niggas.
clubs used to pull up, there's no way in.
No.
Damn.
And then the violence.
They give you a compliment.
That's nothing, bro. But I knew they were starting to die when they started charging to get in, like it's a club.
To get into
Yeah.
TCs?
Yeah.
I mean,
No, to Chachos,
To Chachos?
Yeah,
I don't remember that era.
because
I'm
Just-
sorry.
hey, just
the place is getting flooded. You know what I'm saying?
Just in case people don't like outside of San Antonio don't know what Chachos is. I don't know the reach of Chachos, but this was a legendary place.
It was just a taco spot.
It was like what?
2-story taco spot.
Yeah, but
Damn
ain't
near
nobody
look like
eating
it was
tacos. You know
three-story.
what we went to Chachos for?
The hoes.
It's
Oh,
not
Hoes and the fucking big ass nachos.
the
So we can share that shit.
I
slow
never
dust.
ate at Chachos in my life.
I had a couple
Damn.
late night.
Yeah.
It's the nachos, dog.
I had a couple late night nachos and tacos.
Fucking right.
Nah,
Yeah, man.
Or the
never-
big ass fucking.
The food actually wasn't bad.
It was awesome to me.
Yeah.
Just hit
But
the
I was
parking
drunk
lot.
most of the time.
Just hit the parking lot, make a couple laps, hop out, post up with the homies, and get the
R.I.P.
fuck
to
up out of
cruising
there.
military.
Parking lot pimping.
I'm from.
Were you here for that?
That's where I'm from.
You already know. R.I.P. to cruising
I'm
military.
from. I'm from Brooks, man. That's my first base.
That was the shit.
I was down there before. Man, y'all wasn't even down there when I was down there. Y'all couldn't even go outside back then. I
What you talking about?
was down there in '98, son.
And
You know what I mean?
He's
Y'all
like
wasn't
older
out
than-
there.
He's like 50.
You know what I'm saying? All up and down southeast military.
that was the shit, bro.
You know what I mean?
Cruising
shout out to
military-
Brooks Air Force Base,
Cruising
man.
military showed you exactly what your face was looking at at the time. Because if you could get a car full of girls to hop out or pull over and talk,
You know what's crazy? They told us we couldn't go past a certain part though.
police ruin that shit, bro. One stabbing and then police ruin that shit.
My homeboy got shot over there, yo. Got paralyzed.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like you just can't walk or
Yeah, lower half.
My homie got paralyzed. He
Lower
just
half.
can't walk or
I mean like, you know.
not full
what's the
quadriplegic.
extent of the
Not lower half. I think I told the story of the pod too. I'll tell it again, yo. Yeah, he had the most funniest. I didn't know him when he got shot. Met him after.
Yeah.
Yo, your joints still work, but you can't feel nothing.
Yeah.
That's okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's okay.
But then one day he was fashion and his leg shook.
Yo, man.
I'm not.
He was like, "Oh, I'm back."
I'm not gonna.
He's like, "I'm back."
I'm not.
I'm back.
He said, "Yo, right when he busted, he said the leg just he got a little twitch. You know what I'm saying?" He's like, "I'm back. I'm about to start walking again, son."
I'm not.
Yo,
I'm not, dog.
he was revived.
True
man.
story,
Robin in
yo.
life, baby.
That's
story,
crazy,
son.
man.
He was
She
like,
got
"Yo."
that. She got that work.
Yo, he said, "Yo, I thought I was back in the game,
Nah, you
son."
got to get.
Yeah.
Look,
You know what I mean?
look. Some shit. If I'm paralyzed, and you can make me nut and make my leg shake, I'll kill a nigga over you,
son,
baby.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's-
I wish you would try to talk to somebody. I kill that.
This is true.
I kill you,
It's a
nigga.
true story.
I'm calling and breathing heavy.
Matter of fact, you know how true the story is?
What's that?
Bizzle was there.
Oh, wow.
Bizzle was there when he told the story. Bizzle can repeat this whole
She
story.
can
yo.
vouch to this?
She can vouch for this whole story, son.
Nah, I'm going to jail behind that pussy.
Yo, son. He was
And I'm
like,
letting
yo.
everybody know.
He
You
was
get
so
the phone
happy
call.
too. He was so happy telling the story. Like, yo, son,
This
the
happened.
leg just you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh shit, I'm back. About to get back out here walking again, son. Shout out to the homie. I ain't gonna say your name, but
Was
shout out to
there
the homie.
any progression after that?
Nah, son. He's
not
just-
that
nah,
he
he's
went
just
right
trying-
back.
Just one time. You know what I'm saying?
He got one chance to do the stanky
But you
leg,
got,
and
but you
then-
got what's the name? You got
He's
you know
fraud
what it
for
is
that.
though? You know what it is though? It's like
that?
he got something to look forward to. Like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe this should have happened again. You
so
know
that
what I'm
is
saying?
motivation.
Dog, but that he was blessed. I can be paralyzed, but my shit still work. Even though I can't feel it, I can still please.
He has kids. He has had kids
Yeah.
since he was since
I'm
he was
straight. I'm
paralyzed.
cool with
Really?
that. I can't feel it, which means I could just destroy. My reputation might kick up.
Yeah, that's the homie.
I
man.
might be the fucking man. I can't feel nothing. We going all night.
I mean, if you can.
You're gonna have to fight me
You
off,
just
and
need
I'm fast.
supplements.
Nah,
some,
it's
like,
great. He just
some
can't.
Blue Chew?
He just say, yo, you
That's the lick now. Blue Chew is the lick now, ain't it?
That's the
you
promotion.
just get it going, but you just can't feel anything, man.
Damn.
Yep.
Well,
But the woman,
least you put in
Become
work.
Liberace. Like
the
a
woman enjoys
motherfucker.
it. I mean, she
Yeah.
can still, you know what I'm
yo, they're
saying?
just putting in work.
That's all I care about. If you can get some enjoyment, but I will kill a nigga behind you. You got my leg shaking,
If,
baby.
if you got your legs shaking,
Nah, niggas will die.
What's cracking, man?
Yo, I got something I want to talk to you about, right?
Let's hear
Hold
it.
on, we can do intros first, or we just go.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Let's talk about who we are. Just in case you're a first time listener, man. We got a couple guys in the room. We might be some of your friends' favorite potters. Maybe your potter's favorite potters.
I know some
Who
niggas.
knows? Who knows? We know some people. But we got the man of applause.
The elitist.
The
Yes,
elitist.
yeah. Say that loud.
The one that don't speak to the commoners.
Nah, son.
Nah.
Outside of the podcast,
He doesn't participate in the peasantry.
He stays
son.
away from the peasantry.
Yeah, we outside,
Yeah.
yeah. We outside.
Mr. Outside Boy himself.
Yes.
Nasty Norm.
Yep.
Master of
Nick is
disgustingness.
the- yo,
Yes.
Norm is the time of nigga that'll tell you smell like outside while you outside.
Damn, bro. Damn.
Y'all niggas smell like outside.
That's rough.
I need
man.
to stop front. I'll be doing shit, yo. It's summertime. It's too hot to fucking be outside.
But it sound good.
yeah, it sounds
Sound
good.
good, man.
Yeah.
It's all right, man. That's what counts.
I'll be outside on my fucking porch. You know what I'm saying?
Not doing a damn
Not
thing.
doing a damn
Porch
thing,
done.
son.
Hey,
Just looking down at people.
there's nothing wrong with chilling on the porch.
I
though.
wouldn't.
I enjoy that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
man.
walk the dog like that.
That's peaceful to me. That's
Yeah,
peaceful.
son.
And then we also got the toxic man himself.
Sensei, sweep the leg. Cobra Kai.
The sensei.
Cobretti.
Cobrady. Kind of like it.
I roll with it.
Cobra.
Kind of like it.
I roll with it.
Kinda like
We
it.
already discussed this, dog.
Kai Phoenix
Hey.
in the building. And of course, ladies, come on, man. Let the machine talk.
Yo, why
This
you
is
do that,
Kai's
like-
favorite part of the show.
I always like when women moan, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm alone in this. Maybe I'm the only one who hears it.
Also,
You're alone in a lot of
Nemo in the
things.
building.
Nemo hoes?
We got Nemo in the building.
Only.
Nah, so what's cracking, man?
Fellas.
All right. Bear with me because this is a spiel.
Okay.
I want to get your opinion on this, right? So, I be having deep conversations with I guess I'm a deep conversation dude, right?
Oh, are you?
Fuck you, man.
Is that self-proclaimed?
Who else says this?
The phone calls say different, right?
yeah, yeah.
So I had a clash with my homeboy. He's a little younger than me, right?
yeah.
I'm in a 15-year relationship, right?
Mhm.
So I know what it's like to be a dude in a 15-year relationship.
Mhm.
Clearly, you understand that, hey, maybe as a man, your feelings or things that you go through are not on the same level. They're not appreciated. We have shit as men
Talk about it.
that we deal with. Okay,
Of course.
I get it. That said, I don't like all these, like the rise of these podcasts where all the blue pill, all the red pill dudes that just all they do is sit around and talk about women and shit like that and down women off of what's his name that was killing the women that just passed.
Kevin Samuel.
Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
He started that shit. And now it seems like all these
He might
niggas
be the
wanna do-
godfather of
Like
that.
I don't
That's
I,
his
under,
nickname.
I understand that we go through shit, but I'm not with the woe is me shit.
Yes. Yes.
And this is just me talking.
Mhm.
But I'm not with the woe is me shit, right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't call myself a feminist because I still got chauvinistic views and ways and stuff like that. But I'm for the liberation of people, right? And I'm not a weak I'm not the type of nigga that calls myself an alpha. That shit is weird to me.
Yeah, yes.
You ain't
Alpha,
gotta-
I'm alpha man.
If you gotta call yourself that, you're not that, right?
That is kinda weird.
But I'm like he really disagrees with me. I'm like, dog, you may have some shit to work about. I said, give me a list, 3 right now. If you feel the same way I feel, because he's acting like he does, give me a list of 3 women that have inspired you, changed your life, done something that inspires you. 3 women that you got a heroes, and he can't name them. I was like, you can't name them because you don't see them. I said, as you talking to me about you want to be seen, you want to be heard, but you don't see them. And I said, as a black man, if you know your history, whether it's from the Panthers, whether it's from the civil rights, whether it's from Black Lives Matter, or any movement we ever had, women is the backbone. They the ones who really paid the cost. So if you can't even name, like, you don't even know your fucking history to
Can't
me.
even name 3.
Like, as a black man, if you can't even name them, at least 3 that have done something that it's like you don't even see women like that. You can name off, you can rattle off Dave Chappelle, Colin Kaepernick, Jay-Z. You can name off the dudes, but you don't have a female hero because you don't see them like that. I was like, and am I weird on that? Am I alone on that? Or like, what are your views on that?
No, well, before you got on the pod, that was my big stance. Fuck these niggas, basically what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I say this all the time, like, yo, men are like too sensitive. Like, it's nothing wrong being sensitive, of course, right?
Everybody needs a
But
level
like-
of sensitivity.
I always hear the stories about, yo, bitches ain't shit or this, that, and the third. And then I ask them, like, yo, who do you know? Like, what women do you know that did this thing that was on the internet? This hypothetical scenario. Like, who do you actually know in your life? And they're like, well, nobody in my life, but they're out there. And it's like, well, of course they're out there, but who are you actually around? I say this shit all the time. I know more dope women than I know dope dudes.
Yeah.
Like, that's doing, when I say that, forget aspiring. I'm not even talking about being inspired.
Yeah,
That's just doing fly shit.
Yeah.
Whether it's the fucking professor over here, whether it's this person in this industry, whether it's this person that's a fucking in charge of this department over at this company. Like, even when I was in the military, like, the best leaders I had were women.
I can see that.
Like, that's just
I can attest.
they had like a little something different with them. A lot of them were harder. A lot of them were
A little
harder on
more
you.
strict.
Yeah, but it's like your moms. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom was way more strict than my dad was. You know what I'm saying?
Ran the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
For
so
sure.
I just think when people say that, it's more like has to do with like who are you actually around and who do you know.
A lot of these people are not speaking to their own experience, though. They're speaking to what
Bingo.
they see.
Bingo.
And that's the issue,
because
in my opinion.
a lot of them don't experience anything with women.
Hey.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, we've talked about
No
this
pussy
before,
getting
right?
Niggas.
We've talked about this before, right? It's like, from our experience, for me, when I was a young man, rejection was just part of socializing.
That's part of the game.
I didn't create a chat group on fucking Reddit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
to say-
saying? To
yeah.
talk to other niggas about how I tried to get behind a girl and dance with her. She looked at my face and was like, nah, I'm good.
I'm good.
I don't hate you after that.
Yeah.
Gotta
I'm just
chalk
going
it up.
after another girl.
Just gotta chalk it up. Like,
Yeah, do something different. Like, if you had a bad experience, stop fucking with that type. It may take you a little bit to learn that, but learn it.
It's like it's almost like they victimize themselves on things such as rejection and shit like that. Like now, like that type of woman has become damn near like an enemy. Like, oh, fuck them bitches. They think they too fucking good. And like,
and hold on, I'm gonna play the other side of it too. And I'm not saying that like women don't got the faults.
Of course.
Like I just had it wasn't an argument. We was just talking. We're not going into this topic, but it was the whole Keke Palmer thing, right? And then it was a recent one with Haley from Chloe and Haley or whatever. She's dating DDG, big streamer or whatever. He just put out a song saying how like he was insecure about her doing roles with other men in movies and like they was going in like, yo,
But
he's a
that's
bitch ass nigga.
That's
It's like,
a real thing.
but my point being like, okay, maybe he handled it wrong, but like, yo, niggas got feelings, yo. They can get in your feelings about
The
shit.
way that,
You know what I'm
the way that
saying?
these niggas are reacting now, it makes it hard for me to be empathetic because I go through it. Like I said, I'm in a 15-year relation. I know what it's like to be like, yo, my shit kind of gets disregarded
Yeah.
based on what I'm supposed to, my gender assignment.
yeah.
Is what they're railing against now is like we're still a man, we're still expected other stuff.
But I
we're
look
not
at,
allowed to
I
say.
look at that more as like it's just a people thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. But you
Like-
got to see them as people though.
Bingo. Like, yes, she did this right here that I think was some whack shit or whatever the case may be. But people do whack shit.
That's what
Of course.
You know
I'm
what I'm
trying to
saying?
tell them. I was like, you don't see women as people.
Yeah.
You just don't know it.
They're
Yeah.
just
I'm bringing it to your attention.
it's almost like they're just an item piece.
Yeah, because you wouldn't necessarily be mad about like the dude that like was going back talking about the Chloe thing and all this and was like putting it in the music. It's like, well, he's wrong for putting it in a song. It's like, nigga, SZA makes a whole fucking career doing it. Like
But that's okay.
Beyonce's Lemonade album literally was that, which is an
Yeah.
amazing out. Like artists put their personal life in their music. It's not it's not that big of a difference, but there's like this thing, like you said, with people, it's like, well, she could do this, he can't do this, or he could do this, she can't do this. It's just like a people thing. Like I know women that's more thorough than dudes,
Yeah.
and you know dudes that's more thorough. You know what I mean? It's just like a lot of those debates to me, like they're not rooted in like reality.
Well, I always feel like you got to watch out for people who your liberation is a threat to me,
Yeah,
and that's what you see now.
Mhm.
The females nowadays, they're more liberated.
women. You
and-
gotta say women. Can't say females.
I'm
See,
toxic.
that's
See,
see.
we had a
You know what I'm saying?
conversation about this
We did.
yesterday.
See?
He was like, "How you called the toxic sensei? And you're not really that toxic." I was like, "I'm toxic because I still like use.
Yeah. But that's the point. That's why you say I'm not a feminist.
I'm
Like, I
not.
still
yeah.
got-
So it's like
Which is guess what? That's fucking human.
exactly. So the
5
women
years from now, that shit may change.
women getting
Yeah.
more liberty is a threat to masculinity, and that is like weird to me. However, two things can be true at the same time. I go to college full time. I'm on these college campus with the younger. These dudes are soft.
Yes.
They're soft, and the women are strong.
Mhm.
And it seems like because there's so many boundaries now, they're having a hard time being men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
fair.
it's just-
That's a fair statement.
Two things can be true at the same time. While I don't feel like the liberation of women is a threat to my masculinity, I also see as they strengthen themselves, the newer generation of men are getting weaker and weaker. and
Well, you know what? Maybe it's two things too. Because as somebody with an 8-year-old daughter, I'm on the other side of that. Like, she was not raised how my older cousins was raised. Like, there's no, you're a woman, you have to do these certain things.
assignments.
Yeah, like, it's like, no, do what the fuck you want.
No,
you
I
know?
had to learn
Where
that. I had to
would
learn
you
that.
want? Like, so I think also it's that thing with women being raised. It's not even rebellious. It's not the word. Just to be like, yo, you do what the fuck you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't police. Like standards. Whatever the household standards are, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, it ain't no big deal. Like, okay, you like this boy today, and then you don't like him tomorrow. I don't give a fuck. Like,
Big deal.
you know this. You know what this means. You know what this means. You know the same thing I'm gonna tell my son.
You could do something to where I react to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like other people will be like, "You're wishy-washy." You'll be like, "Nah, I see red
Yes,
flags,"
yeah, it's just
and
a
I
different-
change
yes.
immediately.
Yeah.
You
But
know what
like
I'm saying?
even like policing, like yo, you want to dress, you want to do like, okay, you want to get fly, like you want to wear fucking short, like, like is it really about to be like worth the fucking argument of, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, we probably live in an era where like everything is to be argued now.
Yeah,
So it
and that
kind of puts us in a
that's
weird.
okay because discourse begets change.
Yeah.
Is when you stop talking. Is when you feel more. And this is the shit I'm talking about. All of these groups and niggas in they safe spaces. When you feel safe to just sit around and talk shit about something that you don't have the nuts to talk that same shit to.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a woman in the room, I'm going to say the same thing that I'm saying.
Yeah.
And we could just disagree and have a back and forth.
Yeah.
And hopefully we find a middle ground or solution.
Mhm.
But the other shit is pussy to me, and I don't understand
Yeah.
that. But that's another thing that young people taught me. When the whole gender sex thing started coming up, and it's a whole, I'm the same. I'm old school, so I'm like, yo, this shit is retarded to me. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, there's two unless you have an hermaphrodite. They're like, no. You're getting you tend to get sex and gender mixed up.
Mhm.
I was like, it's the same. They're like, nah, you don't get it.
Yeah.
They were like, gender is assignments,
Mhm.
attributes that we apply to a sex.
Mhm.
I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean? They're like, you're a dude. You play with this and this and this, guns and all of this.
Yeah,
and this,
yeah,
and
yeah,
this.
yeah.
We assign that to you because you're a male. And it was like, that's not sex. That's just attributes we attribute to. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
gender, yeah.
so what they're saying is they're trying to get away with that because girls could, what if I want to play with guns and this and this and this and this? That's just attributes that you apply. We're not talking about sex. And I was like, all right, I get it.
Yeah.
I had to be taught that though.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that makes sense though.
Because I got them mixed up. Gender and sex to me were the
Yeah,
same
it's just not
shit.
the old school like you gonna be in the house fucking cleaning and popping out babies.
But you got to have ears to be like, I learned.
Yeah.
you gotta stop talking to the young people.
You need to stay
Yeah.
away from them.
What we gonna do? Our job is to pass down, information or learn. Like when I'm writing shit, hopefully my son reads this shit and sees where I was wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's all day. Like my parents still do
You
certain
saw
things.
when your
like,
parents were wrong, you couldn't say nothing. But when you get older, you could not be that.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Thankfully, they gave you the example. The best thing you could do is learn who your parents are aside from the title. I know my mom as Riedel and mommy.
Yeah.
I know my dad as Kevin. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I know who they are as a person, and I respect their title. But I also know who they are as a person.
Yeah.
So that's the best thing you could do.
Yeah, like my mom, she's toxic. just pass it down to her.
Yeah.
Pass it down to everybody else. Fuck it.
My parents
saying?
was just
Shout out to mom. My mom's not toxic.
two people that kept getting together, kept getting back together
Yeah.
for the family, and everybody is telling them, stop getting together, like y'all don't work.
Yeah.
But they just kept getting back. They were just two young motherfuckers that shouldn't have kept getting back together.
Nah, because even though a joke, like you gotta know, like, but it's not even time. Like my mom's like, yo, she spend money.
Yeah.
Like she ain't good with money.
Right.
Not in a bad way. Everything will be in the house.
Everybody
Everything
got
will
a
be
phone.
provided there. But then she randomly, I want a new door for the house. Like, do you really need the new door?
The door is 2 years old.
Bingo. Oh, I just saw a new furniture set.
Yeah.
She's gonna get the furniture. After a while, you just get to the point like, yo, son, we got another dinner table. You just got one 2 years ago. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Like
It's unnecessary.
my stepdad just gets like, who cares? Yo, like long as I got my man cave, I don't even care about none of the rest.
Yeah. Buy whatever the fuck you want.
The cool thing about it is being once you get older and you can talk to them as people.
Yeah.
I can tell my mom because we didn't get along when I was younger.
Yeah.
We didn't talk to each other for a very long time.
Yeah.
It was like you leaned on that religion too fucking much. I couldn't talk to you.
Yeah.
Anything I said to you or anytime I needed help, it was Jesus. It'd be like, I'm sorry.
He
That
answered
ain't
me.
it. But if you just would have told me your story,
Yeah.
I could have related to that.
Yeah.
Maybe that could have changed something. But she's changed that as she got older because we can have these conversations.
Yeah. That's
Because
real.
we didn't come with instructions.
Yeah.
I will say
Go ahead.
I will say when it comes to like the parent communication, like now as an older person,
Yeah.
sometimes I still catch myself where I'm like, how I would react before, I can't because there's certain things you know you can't change.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
There's some of the stubbornness that some of our parents will carry with them till their graves, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes that shit, I'm just like, yo, I'm fucking blow my brains out, yo. Like, it's fucking
Sometimes they'll
insane, yo.
surprise you though. Because I always thought my mom was the one that was going to be stuck in her ways.
Yeah, yeah,
My mom is the actual changer.
yeah,
And that's what inspired like my whole fucking life. Like I looked at my dad because I was separated from him. Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Of course. Yeah.
I blamed everything on my mom.
Yep.
And my dad was a fucking superhero.
Yeah.
Then I turn 19, I come back home, and you get to be around him and you get to see the faults and be like, oh, I see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And thankfully he owns all of his shit. But I realized that I watched my mom change and I was like, that's where I get it from.
Yeah.
yo, I feel like my dad was kind of hero, even though I clowned on him saying that he was never around.
Y'all got actually that like coming from like immigrant family,
Yeah,
right? That your first generation
first
born here?
generation here. Yeah.
How is that? Do you notice like the differences from like
Oh.
other people you're around?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like,
It's
are-
like it's funny because like people, because I speak good English to the point where like people might not know that my family's from elsewhere, right? My first language was Spanish, so like
Okay.
my parents only spoke Spanish. They came over here when they was like almost 20 years old.
Yeah.
So like, and that's because of Civil War shit. So but like our way, like my folks are real traditional.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Naturally, yeah.
naturally traditional. It's hard work. Catered, make sure your wife is happy, make sure your husband's happy, cook for the husband, cook for the
Sacrifice
family.
for the family.
Even to this day, like, yo, we pull up, She's cooking for the family.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
She holds on to all those traditional characteristics. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of old school mentality too that doesn't like they can't never get rid of.
Yeah.
But my pops is more like the laid back, like the guy who's always gonna show you something. You know, he's like if you need to fix something, he's like, you don't gotta call somebody.
Yeah.
It's simple, man. And I'm like, nah, but it's easier to call somebody.
Yeah.
Like I'm in that mindset, but he's like, no, I handle things on my own.
Yep.
But he actually knows how to do it. And I'm like, yo, that's one thing I respect the most about my father is like he's so hands-on with everything. Like he could do fucking everything.
Yo,
Resourceful.
is that funny to you that I went through this kind of with my family too? Like parents, they won't teach their kids certain shit.
My dad gave up on me.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
Yeah, it's just
no,
like
there's
get out of here, yo. I'm
it's
just
not
about
that
to
they
do it.
won't.
Yeah.
It's that they didn't
They
give
tried
it
it.
up.
Yeah.
My dad's like, you don't want to change your own oil. I guess just bring it to me. Whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, that's fine with me. I'm 100% okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I trust you.
Yeah. It's Texas. It's really hot outside. I'll wait in the office.
Yeah.
Like, you know, my dad's self-employed, so he owns his own business.
Yep.
So, yes, I will pull my car up to your
Yeah.
place of business.
Yep.
I will go talk to other people. I'll entertain the customers. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this:
Sure.
do you look down and
Like
take
height?
take it with a grain of salt, right?
My dad's shorter than you, believe it or not.
What the fuck is that? You 5'8", right?
Well, because you thought, no, see?
Dog.
If I played the victim card, I thought I was talking about him.
Dog.
I wasn't.
You 5'8", right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
I'm
sir.
5'8".
Yes, sir.
Why does he always come at me with the shit?
I don't know.
Dick saddle.
Nah,
But anyways,
Yo,
Pause.
Norm is cooler than you.
Yo.
And he has better food palate.
Now you know what it is. No, I'm telling you because
just because he's willing to eat
I
anything.
present taller.
What?
I present taller.
I identify as
Yeah,
taller
yeah,
than you.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know how they,
I identify
you know
as
how
taller than
they,
you.
he, she. I identify as not short. You know?
Oh, man.
Take that shit to the gym, bro. Hey, let me get that 80 real quick.
That's
You know what I'm
wild.
saying?
And I
Identify
support
as
it.
big
Yeah, I
as you.
support it.
I support it.
I
Of course you
identify,
do.
I identify as
Dick
it.
saddle.
Hell
But
yeah.
anyways,
I like it.
do you look down on people
Yes.
that Hispanic people that don't speak Spanish?
No. But I've been looked down on people who speak better Spanish than me.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Yeah, I've had in the past, not recently, because back then my Spanish was a little broken. Like, and I've had somebody say like, actually, I've asked somebody this. I had this conversation, right, and I'm trying to speak to him in Spanish. I was trying to like kind of increase my skills at that time, and she was speaking, and then she said one word in English, and I was like, "Yo, how long you live in America?"
Mm-hmm.
She's like 20 years, and I was like, "Do you speak like both languages, like fairly decently?" And she's like, "No, I speak Spanish only." And I'm like,
She said that to you in Spanish, though.
"Yeah, she's speaking in
Okay,
Spanish." Yeah.
yeah.
And then I was like, "Oh," I was like, "You never like along the way, like just picked anything up, so you can have conversations with people?" And she's like, "No, if anybody needs to speak to me, they speak to me in my language." And then I'm just like, "Whoa,
That was here in San Antonio?
yeah."
Yeah.
Nah,
that
but
makes sense.
that's dope because I've taken issue with that, right?
But I didn't know how to look at her. Like, I was like, is she in? I don't know if she's in the right or the wrong. I don't fucking know. I mean, she sounded arrogant when
Well, I
she
mean,
said it.
she's in a region where she probably can get away with that here.
Not only that,
Maybe.
but you're also in a region that motherfuckers will come at you for speaking your native language. For being who you are. You know what I'm saying? You could be in public and, yeah, this is America. Don't speak Spanish. You'd be like,
I'm gonna tell you, you better not
She
go with
was
that
like,
shit. Don't
she
go to Miami
sounded-
with that shit.
She sounded like the Spanish version of that. And so, in that sense, I was just like,
I see what you're saying.
I was like, it was the tone. It was like how she was presenting, the arrogance that she had. And then she said like, "Oh, and your Spanish is no good." And then
I think that's really what you took issue with, right?
Damn.
not really, not because I knew my Spanish wasn't that good at the time. Because this was maybe like 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
My Spanish has improved drastically. Especially, I'm more in touch with family members who speak only Spanish, so it just helps my.
Was
my
it just a
skill set.
matter of like, that was your first language, and then going to school and everything, not speaking it?
The moment I started school, Spanish was out the window. I
Even,
didn't speak Spanish ever
No, but
again
that's
until like.
the-
even back,
Assimilation.
even back in the house, even though your parents only spoke Spanish.
But because I only started speaking English, that helped my parents increase their
Yeah.
That's fascinating
their
to me.
skills weren't good in English.
Yeah.
Their accents were heavy.
Yeah.
Now you speak to my parents, you might not notice the accent unless you're really paying attention.
Yeah.
But back then, you would have a hard time having a conversation with them.
Was that something your parents pushed you for, or you just did it?
Nah, they wanted me to
It's
speak
just-
Spanish.
yeah,
they
it's
wanted me
just
to
your-
hold that skill.
But it's your
Oh.
environment.
But I
environment.
see my friends more than I see you.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
speaking. They speak to me in Spanish. I'm responding in English.
Mhm.
But over time, I noticed my mom started to convert over to English, and it improved her skill set.
Mm-hmm.
So now she got used to like she's speaking English until like the family come around.
See, I initially
It is fascinating though.
It
to
is.
see it in reverse role.
Yeah.
I took issue with it because it's like y'all got it available to you. Like you have your culture available to you. You got your own language and shit. Ours initially was taken away from us and we didn't embrace our actual language. It took me a while because I don't know if you came up the way I came up. I got my parents and my dad. Hey, say that word right. Enunciate. Say that word.
Yeah, nah, I ain't
And it changed like the way I talk.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of affected me. Like I'm speaking two different languages. When I first started rapping, the first time I heard my voice
Yeah.
back to me was like a shock.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I was allowed to
Because-
just do what the fuck I wanted.
Yeah, okay. For me, it was different because, you know,
But-
when a black parent says, "Hey, don't come out here and embarrass me in front of public," what does public mean?
White folks.
White people.
Yeah, see, I never like it's so weird. Like the other part too, and you know,
Mhm.
you met my brother and sister actually. Their father is Puerto Rican.
Mm-hmm.
So he was around, you know, and my mom's married for like 7-8 years.
Hey, shout out to all that good food,
They
by the way.
don't speak, my brother and sister don't speak Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Like he spoke Spanish, but I don't know if it was because they were more so around the black family more.
Yeah.
And my brother said now, he's trying to get more in tune.
Right.
with
You
that
got to
side of
embrace
the
what's yours.
culture.
Yeah.
Yeah,
More.
and that's the problem though, is like trying to get into it late.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's such more of a difficult task.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's like that on both sides of. I mean, my wife's family's like that. You know, half
Yeah.
them are from Honduras,
Yeah.
and her brother, for example, they both understand Spanish very well. My wife will speak it a little more to him,
Mhm.
but he said he won't speak it just because he was like, I feel like I sound like an idiot talking to my Spanish family members
Yeah.
because I'm like the American. Like I don't have the
But the
accent.
only way to change
I
it
don't
is
have
to lean
this.
into it.
So he's like, I'll just like listen, take it all in, and then respond back to them in English.
Yeah, so that's important. That's important to me because I was always uncomfortable with my voice
Mhm.
because I moved around so much. Like you
Yeah, 'cause
don't
you don't
really know
have
what
a-
my actual accent
Yeah,
really,
yeah,
until I
yeah.
get upset and it's a whole bunch of main this and main that.
yeah. But you don't have a
Texas comes out.
But I don't. Yeah, so I sound like
you're
everywhere.
like a
but
man
more-
without a country.
Yeah, but more
You know what
importantly,
I'm saying?
Yeah.
it was drilled in me. Proper this, proper that,
Yo,
proper
pause.
that.
No.
So
I'm here to
So-
defend my friends.
when I first started hearing and I was in like speech competitions because of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I saw the power when I was a kid, when I was a young kid. I get around professional black people and they hear how I talk and they're proud.
Mm-hmm.
I get around professional white people, they hear how I talk and I'm the exception.
Yeah.
I saw it felt like a superpower to impress adults, black and white. So then everybody starts putting me in speech competitions. I'm winning all these medals and shit like that. Then when I start hearing my voice back, I was like, that's how I sound?
See, that's so
It
like
sounds weird to you, right?
Yeah, it sounds weird.
It's almost like I can relate because doing rap shit, like, yeah, and then when you were with your boys, you know, you loosen up. You start talking the way you talk to each other. And then that's totally different from like how you might talk to your mother and father. You know what I'm saying?
See,
And
mine's-
so I
mine's
didn't
is
realize
not,
the
though.
difference until it did get played back to
Yeah.
me. And I was like, oh shit, that's
See,
talking with a lot of slang.
I grew up totally
And
like,
the funny part about it is, my dad was military, but he's militant.
yeah.
But he also on the two things could be. He also feels very strongly from when you outside of this house, you represent us.
Yeah.
Don't you be out here representing us wrong. It's a problem. Don't
Yeah.
walk out this house without your hair
Yeah,
brushed.
I'm gonna say this on the pod, and I don't know how because it's not that
Dog,
I
you
grew up
gotta say
militant.
you gotta say what you say.
It's not this militant. Like, man, I grew up really on some like fuck white people shit. Like, not even that. Like, because
Understand that.
because
Yep.
of where I grew up, we're not a It's so the diversity is really even, so we're not the minority where I'm from. You know what I mean? Like, there's just
Plus,
as many
there,
of us.
you was around us.
Us, yeah. Like, there's no white people in my neighborhood.
See, I've been
All right.
around.
We go to school with white people, but then it's still 30% of us and maybe 40% of them. So you always felt like we run shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like it was just always be like you don't have to switch it up because my teacher's fucking black.
Yeah.
This person's black. Fucking half the class is black. They understand what the fuck I'm saying. I don't care if you don't.
Yeah.
And even like joining the military, that was like hard for me, like joining the military, because I was the black people in the military were like, yo, man, you gotta like tone it down. And I'm like, for what? I'm not cussing.
Oh, I was the same way. That's
I'm
why
like,
I had
I'm
to
not
get out.
cussing. I'm not doing this. Like, but I mean, you talk like this, and you got slang, and I'm like, so.
So what?
Well, doesn't matter.
They
And
thought I was on a prison
And
program.
I end up going on to be an instructor in the military. It became one of the best instructors. Everybody said on the your comment
Because
cards.
you speak the language.
No, the white people say, we love that he's himself.
Yeah.
You gonna get the same jokes. You gonna get the same this. You gonna get I might call you son.
Yeah, don't switch it up.
I might say pause.
But see,
And then they'll
that
look at me and be like, what does pause mean? I'll be like, it means like, what's the white people say? What's their word? They got a version of pause. That's what she said.
oh, yeah.
Oh,
And then they get it, they're like, oh shit. Now white people in
It's
my class
mental
are using
games.
pause.
Yeah, it's mental games. So
you
for me,
didn't
it's-
educated them.
it's important to. That's why I'm so big on AAV.
Mhm.
Embrace
Yeah.
what's yours. Don't let nobody tell you. You know, I'm tired of changing up
Yeah.
so other people can be fucking comfortable because that's how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was taught to learn my history and all of that shit. First of all, I grew up as a minority in a minority-led city, but I'm not that minority.
Yeah.
Second of all, we moved around so much. I'm around Filipinos and Puerto Rico. I've been around diversity. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't
But
just
you
raised,
always been
and
the
I'm from the
minor-
Northwest side. You know
But
what
you
I'm
always been the minority around the diversity though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So see, in relation to where like my family,
Mm-hmm.
they felt kind of the same way towards their surroundings too.
Yeah.
Like, but it wasn't just white people.
No, because they're not Mexican either.
Yeah. It'd be everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and any bad experience was like something they carried with them
Is
too.
there El Salvadorian like
Community.
community here?
Not so much here.
No.
Maryland, yes.
Yeah.
Chicago, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
There's been times where I was like in Maryland. We've gone to events like soccer events.
Yeah.
We saw like who was it? El Salvador play and USA played at the same arena.
Mm-hmm.
And you would have thought that we were in El Salvador based
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the thousands of people that were there. I was like, I've never seen so many El Salvadorians in my life besides when I was actually there.
You know,
But the crazy part is that like for example, if I'm not mistaken, Mexicans look at El Salvadorians differently, and same thing in reverse.
Yeah.
So my mom, that's why I think she was so like to herself and not wanting to be outside doing nothing, because she didn't feel comfortable with everybody.
yeah.
You know, like everybody here was Americanized. And then if you were like, even the Hispanics felt like they were higher up than you because you're not American.
Oh, look, see, now
It's
we
great.
got,
It's like
now we
weird.
got a fairly rabbit hole. I find it interesting. What brought them to San Antonio and not, let's say, or was it Chicago first?
Yeah.
And then what? Would it just work? Simply work?
Nah, people were getting over Chicago, man. They was having too many blizzards,
Yes.
flooding.
Yeah.
But why? I always wonder what made your family pick
Oh.
here.
They were visiting somebody here.
Okay.
They came down for the first time,
yeah.
and they was like, "Oh, this shit, nothing like Chicago." And it was like they liked it. That it was wide open.
Okay.
Chill.
I mean, remember, there's nothing here.
No, yeah. Oh,
in
yeah. Back then, this shit
89.
is fucking.
89, there wasn't shit here. 90, there wasn't shit here.
Yeah, yeah.
So they was here, and they was like looking around. Yo, houses was cheaper.
Yeah,
They
even
was,
going out to.
Was
shit,
it
where y'all
always in
from?
this neighborhood?
nah, they were like further that way, like
Okay.
kind of where you live.
But that's what I'm saying. Even back then, it wasn't much.
He
out
don't want to
there.
embrace you from Marbach.
Yeah. Come on, man. You from Heritage, yo.
off Pew.
Nobody says they're from. Nobody says they're from Patrick. That's Marbach. We Marbach, bro.
Yeah, we got to bleep a lot of shit out. I want people to know where I live. No, but like
it out.
whenever they did come down here,
Mm-hmm.
like the trip they took down here is also the same trip they bought a house. They was like, oh, my mom had it said, we moving.
Yeah.
We're done with Chicago. Like,
Damn.
we out of there. They had already had like their, back then they had, the blizzards when all the shit melts. Sometimes like it starts raining, apartments flood up. They was losing everything.
So we know for you, like military.
Military.
But your family though, not your immediate family. Where are they from originally?
On my dad's side is all Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, but even it's Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and Sumter, South Carolina.
Okay.
My mom, Sumter, South Carolina, completely.
Okay, and is that where they met? Sumter?
Yeah.
But that's still a military
See,
town.
my dad, yeah.
So it's kind
Shaw.
of yeah.
So my dad got stationed down there, and not to mention we got he on his side family is from
There
Sumter.
too. So it's like
my mom is
cousin.
all Sumter.
Yeah. No, because I always wondered that too. Because I mean, I know it's work, right?
yeah.
But it's like, what got the Gadsden clan in fucking Springfield, Massachusetts? Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I started, because they're from
What was
fucking
it?
South. They're from South Georgia, and it was just, I guess,
It was
a
a job.
job.
It was jobs.
I guess it was a job. Like my
but you know,
grandmother.
we had
So
the
'cause-
migration. We had the migration.
Because my dad was born in Georgia. He didn't move up to Massachusetts. He was like 14. My mom's family, they're from Georgia, but my grandparents were there. Like my grandmother
Yeah.
was up there since the 20s or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So they're more rooted in northern culture than my dad's family. They country.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like they still are a generation removed. Like my cousins our age, we're the northerners amongst the family members because all of the kids were born down south.
Yeah.
But on my mom's side of the family, it's just a bunch of them North niggas, yo. Like accents, everything,
yeah, I
yo.
got good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just always find that fascinating. Just like, yo, who plants the flag to say,
But it's
We're from
usually
this
the same thing.
motherfucker.
Either a great migration
mm-hmm.
for jobs or running from systemic racism
Or just a new environment.
or military.
Yo, there's a book everybody out there should read. It's great about the Great Migration called The Warmth of Other Suns.
Yes, sir.
Amazing,
Yes,
amazing,
sir.
amazing history book.
That's a
like,
good title.
yeah, but just how this shit happened.
That's
oh
a-
my fucking god, it's so fire, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. It's really, really, really interesting shit. All right, we done got kind of deep on this motherfucker.
I like
yo.
that.
You know what
That's
I'm
my
saying?
zone right there.
That was a good conversation.
So where we going next, man? Let me tell you about my new TV show I'm watching.
Tell me.
Hijacked.
How is it?
I heard about it.
That
Tell me.
shit is
Give me a brief summary. What is it about?
Brief summary. Idris Elba's main character.
So it's already a 10.
It's already a 10. Plane gets hijacked.
know
He's a good actor.
I'm just telling you the quick premise. Plane gets hijacked.
Look, he feel away.
You think it's a typical hijacking, right?
Why you mad? Because he's tall and handsome?
Because you automatically, because you,
No, you mad because you mad because he's tall and
Hold on,
handsome.
let me finish. That's what I'm telling
This
you. I
guy?
like it. Yo,
No,
you think
Idris.
you think it's a typical
my God.
hijacking, right?
Huh?
Idris starts working with the hijackers.
Oh shit.
Like basically telling him he's like a negotiator for like
Stockholm?
corporation.
He got
No.
Stockholm?
He's a negotiator for corporations. He's watching the shit they're doing. He's like, they're gonna get us killed.
Yeah.
Like they're fucking up. I need to tell them
I'll peep it.
how to do this shit.
how to properly do this shit.
Yeah.
4 episodes in, I'm all in, yo.
You're sold.
I'm all in.
You
yo.
still never got into
It's on the list.
From. Okay.
I had somebody else.
I need to watch that too.
I had a second person tell me from.
Bruh.
It was like, they gave me the same night and said, I don't know if I like it, but I'm watching.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
kind of some weird shit going on here.
You know
That's
what?
Hulu, right? Prime.
Yeah, I think
That's
it
why
is
it's fine.
Prime.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, I told you I don't really watch Black Mirror,
Mhm.
but I watched an episode yesterday.
Yeah.
Which one?
Shit was fucking wild.
Which one?
I
I watched-
told
I
you,
watched like
fool,
one
but Which
episode.
one did you watch?
Let me get there, man. I didn't know where this episode was going.
Mhm.
Obviously, most of the time you don't, right? So it's the one where it's like the white dude. He's like,
The white dude. Good,
That's Black Mirror.
Yeah.
you're in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I got where you're
So
going.
the white
I know the
dude-
episode. There's a white
You
dude.
know, right? So the white dude, he's like, he's overseas and meets this girl, has a fling,
Mhm.
right?
I
And
know what you're
then
talking about.
she sends him to like this place, something about gaming.
Are you starting with?
Hold on. This season of
Season
Black
one?
Mirror or old?
I just saw an episode. I don't know what season
Oh,
it's on.
okay.
you
I might be
you
off. Yeah.
you gotta
Yeah.
I
start
think
from-
it's a newer season because my brother's watching it. He's
the newer season.
He's
I'm
in
gonna
there.
be honest with you. The second episode with Josh Hartnett and my man from I'm the One Who Knocks.
Mhm.
Come on. The meth shit. Breaking Bad.
Oh,
Breaking Bad. Breaking
Brian
Bad.
Chris. Okay,
Bryan
gotcha.
Cranston, yeah.
Walt White.
That episode is fucking crazy.
I
But
heard.
but this season was
It's a little.
But that first season, look, if you're into it, Starfleet.
I'm not really into it yet.
So hold on.
I've watched it before.
You know what I'm talking about?
Hold on. Finish telling me your episode.
So
they have a fling.
So they have a fling. They're talking blah blah blah. I guess there's some kind of interest of something. So she's like, "Oh, well, you should meet this guy." Blah blah blah. He runs some kind of gaming business thing, right? So somehow he gets on the list, shows up. It's like this like kind of mansion or whatever. He goes inside. Man, there's all this like high end technology shit, right? Like people are doing these gaming shit, but the I guess what he's trialing out is the
I know the one.
it's like some digital game where they implant a chip in his back, like in his back of his neck. And they're like, oh, nothing is real. Nothing can hurt you. None of that shit. But that doesn't really happen. It's like the chip starts like having a mind of its own. Yeah. And the phone, like he had a cell phone. He wasn't supposed to have no electronic, no phone or nothing, right? So the phone interfered with the download, so the game could process and he could run it through, like, I guess his mind or whatever. And the phone fucked the shit up. And like he no longer knows if he's awake anymore because like he
don't know
keeps
if he's
repeating the cycle of him waking up, they're taking the chip out, blah, blah, blah. But it's not really happening. And apparently people are losing their lives. Like it's killing them.
Oh yeah.
And I'm all
I
like,
didn't see
yo,
that
if we
episode.
ever get to that fucking era,
We're here.
nah,
We
I
are,
don't
we're
want to
already
see
here.
it.
Nah.
We're not even
VR with AI and everything. We're here. No, we're here.
We ain't
We're
even
on the
planning
verge.
though.
We're here.
Where you don't need the
We're on the verge of going.
eyes.
Oh,
you
I
don't
think we
need,
might be in
you
trouble.
don't need the
Yeah.
you don't need the you're here. You don't know it, but you're here.
I ain't putting those things on.
You're here,
Good.
yo.
Yeah, I don't
Good.
get into that.
But I thought it was like
The
crazy.
meta. We're here,
I thought
baby.
it was so fucking crazy.
But you
though.
know which one I'm talking about. Starfleet.
No, which one is that? Is that the
Yeah.
one?
Season 1 might be episode. It's either episode 2 or 3.
The only episode I remember from season 1 is the pig.
Oh,
I don't know how that's
I
even
did see that one
possible
too.
because season 1 was fucking
That's
crazy.
the only one I remember.
Starfleet is the greatest Black Mirror episode. It's the one that
That's not the one where they're on the treadmill.
no.
Okay.
The pig one. That's the one where
I'm gonna point it out. I'm gonna point it out to you.
I don't
'cause
remember
you
all
gotta
these.
watch
I gotta
this shit.
rewatch.
Yo, for trivia, do not ask me actors' names, yo. That's not part of my
No,
trivia.
no. You don't
That's not,
get
part,
to.
that's not part of my trivia.
You
yo.
don't get to.
The one from I got her. But don't,
Cardboard
be,
headboard. We got it.
but don't be like, oh, the guy that was in this. I'm like, yo, the motherfucking redhead
Nah,
motherfucker.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
They ask you what
You
they
know what I'm
ask you,
saying,
man.
son?
We're gonna have a diverse palette of.
I watched the werewolf one
Marvel?
from this year. No, this year.
Was it serious?
Black Mirror.
Oh,
Oh, okay. I know. Okay.
I seen the werewolf with the paparazzis.
Mhm.
That was alright. Yeah.
That was cool.
it's okay.
That was cool. I'm telling you, this season is not it,
Yeah.
except for
Damn.
that one
Yeah.
The
episode.
Bryan Cranston one.
Yeah. I don't think I seen that
Nah,
one.
it's the other one.
Oh,
It's the
Jesse
sidekick.
Pinkman?
Yeah. Yo, that
Yeah.
episode is fucking.
See, he fucked up the
crazy.
trivia. He said the one who knocks, yo. He
I was
didn't
just
even
talking
say
about
that.
the show.
that could have been a
He
question.
even say
I was
that,
looking
yo.
for the show to identify. Get out of here.
You know what I mean?
Come on,
Could have
guys.
said something like, fuck you, bitch. That's what Jesse used to say all the time, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I watched Breaking Bad like multiple times, obviously,
Uh-huh.
like most people have, right?
Yeah.
And it was always crazy to me the situations that he was in, where like they weren't bad guys,
No,
Right.
it's just a,
Just
it's
had to
just a
do
real
shit.
dude that had to adapt.
and like there
Had to
was.
do shit.
Then it ended up in situations where like his girlfriend ODs and like
No,
right there on
Walt
the
was
bed.
a bad guy. No, let's
He
not
wasn't
do
a-
that.
he
No,
turned.
no.
He turned. He was a teacher.
No, Walt had
adapted.
no.
He
Walt,
just adapted.
no, Walt. No, once he put that fucking hat on, Walt.
Yeah,
the
but
mon-
he got the
fedora?
power. He
No.
adapted.
No. Walt had the money he needed. He was in there for cancer
he got
treatment.
got
the
hooked.
power.
He
yeah.
got hooked
He
and
got
became
hooked.
a fucking
Yeah.
animal, yo.
But he wasn't like that in the beginning. He became that.
But
No,
I'm
yeah.
just saying, he turned into we not gonna do. He turned into a fucking animal. He's no
He
different.
did. He did. But Jesse,
Than
I feel
Avon
like
Barksdale.
Jesse still he was like he was a dickhead, but he maintained his humanity and like he had feelings.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
he didn't
Oh,
want
yeah,
nobody
yeah.
getting hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like the situations he was in were like, like I said, his girl OD'd right there in the bed, right? She died. And then no, you know what? Bryan Cranston was a fucking bad guy.
Fucking
Yo,
Tim's
he
watched
let
the
he let
shit.
that girl die
He
right.
watched it.
What's a show that you know you should have got into, but you haven't?
Ooh,
I'll give you one. Ozark.
that's a good show.
I haven't gotten
watched
into
Ozark.
it. I ain't got.
That's to me, it was like I kind of I don't know, this might be weird. I like watching shit where people are living in fucked up situations.
Mhm.
Like Ozark is a perfect example of like where you're making moves where like your intention is for the family, but you're so deep in it's like you don't have a fucking choice anyway.
You're in over your
yeah,
head.
you don't have no fucking choice. You have to do what somebody tells you, or
'Cause
else
you
your
get-
family's dead.
You
You
get
know
the
what it-
most humanistic like
You know what it is
reactions
about?
and
You know
shit
what it is
like that.
about Ozarks? Like, I recommend watching it.
Oh, I know I should.
But I
just
don't feel
haven't.
like. But I don't feel like. Like how you said he watched Breaking Bad multiple times. I don't feel like it's a multiple.
It's a
watch
multiple
show.
watch. Man,
I
there
wa-
are some
I watched
stuff that you
it-
watch once and be like,
Yeah, you like.
it was an
Ozarks is just
experience.
cool.
Yeah, it was an
I
experience.
saw it. Boom, boom, boom. Like, yo, it's one of those shows. Like, if you you know what it is? It's a great vacation show.
Yeah,
It is.
When you really, when you on vacation, but you really ain't doing shit because I might just stay in the room or
Watch
whatever.
Ozark.
Ozark is perfect for that. Long Flight, something like that.
I watched it twice just to make sure I didn't miss nothing. Like, you know,
Like I would rewatch you watch one season, but it takes so long for the other one. You throw the last season on before the new season comes on.
Yeah.
And
So
you're
you
like,
watch that one.
you're kind of watching it, but you're like doing other shit. It's just like, oh, I'm just catching little.
Yeah.
It's one of them, but it ain't like Sopranos. I watched Sopranos like multiple times.
Shout out to
That's
the
a
third
show I
Shout out
never
to the third
watched.
season.
You
The
didn't
Kung
watch
Fu
the-
is out.
My brother watches Sopranos.
Not Kung Fu.
I've seen like pieces of episodes, but like I never like invested time into that.
I'll tell you this about Sopranos. On the rewatch, wasn't as good.
No, it wasn't. It really
So
wasn't.
it's a good
it
one
really
watch.
wasn't that.
No, you know what it was?
It was a niche. It was
It
a
wasn't
niche
in
show.
the moment. It was nothing like that on TV.
Yeah. But now with the options,
No, it just we've had shows like that.
Yep.
There's a lot of dud episodes in The Sopranos.
oh, okay.
Like on a whole, the complete start to finish, fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But they have a lot of fucking just like fuck off episodes of like
Yeah.
3 episodes in a row. It's
like
like I
they're-
don't give a fuck about
It's like
this.
their fill-ins.
Yes, they got a lot of
okay.
filler in The
Shout out
Sopranos.
to season 3 of The Warrior.
The Warrior. I haven't heard of that one.
That's Bruce Lee's. Like Bruce Lee wrote a whole bunch of shows, but he never got a chance to bring them
Oh,
to
I didn't know that
fruition.
shit.
It's on HB. It's on HBO. It's fucking dope.
Well, it
If it's
ain't,
on HBO, I'm all in.
it ain't HBO no more.
Max, yes,
It's the Max now.
Excuse me.
just the Max.
It's on the Max, but you got to check it out. Warrior is fucking dope.
Yo,
dog.
I had a full-fledged argument with the wife yesterday talking about when you grow up, kids shows versus what was your first adult show you watched as a kid, right?
Adult show?
Yeah, so hold on.
Ooh, this is interesting.
Hold
now.
on. So
I got a curveball for you.
her reference was like she was a kid watching like Murder She Wrote and fucking In the Heat of the Night, shit like that, right?
Grandma shit.
And then she said, I said, well, I never watched no adult shows. So I said, I watched like Knight Rider and shit. You know what I'm saying? Airwolf and shit. She was
Airwolf.
like, those are adult shows. I was like, no, the fuck
they're
they
not.
weren't.
They're not.
She's like, there was no kids. I said, no, that was a family. Dukes of Hazzard was a family show.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So we were making a debate. First of all, what was the first adult show you was watching as a kid?
I'm gonna throw you a curveball.
And then also, what is it a adult versus a kid show back
Can we
then?
do movies qualify in this
Yes,
question?
movies
too?
qualify.
Okay.
Yeah.
movies qualify?
Yes, because we were talking about, I was telling her, I was about to let my son watch Bloodsport.
Okay.
And she was like, oh my God, he shouldn't be watching. I said, what? When I was 7, I watched it.
So this might be. Now we're gonna have to figure out like what's really an adult
See, that's what I'm
movie or
saying.
not. Because when I was like stupid young, I was already watching like the Eddie Murphy movies, like Beverly Hills Cops, 48 Hours.
Yeah, see, that don't feel like a...
No, but-
if
but
you said
to
Eddie
me-
Murphy Raw, we're talking about.
No, but
something.
to me, that I was like, I thought they were like family movies, but technically they're not really.
Yeah, they're not. That
They're not really. Like they're in strip clubs, titties is out,
Yeah.
guns is out,
Yeah, I
violence.
saw that was the '80s though. I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if we talking realistically, like
The movie
are
that
we gonna let our kids
the movies
probably
that
watch
punched
it?
you in the face, like whoa.
No, not. No, I don't mean by forget movie talk TV. I'm thinking of like concepts of it, like more like you wouldn't get it as a 6-year-old, more sophisticated and things of that nature. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I brought up Murder She Wrote, for example. Like as a 6-year-old, you didn't really know what the fuck Angela Lansbury was doing and the crimes, Dallas and Dynasty, all them type shows. You was watching the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
You was watching fucking. You know what I mean?
My
You're not taking in everything like
Yes.
you would
Yes.
if you were understanding it all
Yes.
at a
My-
later age.
My dad didn't censor stuff for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up. I'm listening to Ice Cube and X Clan,
Mm-hmm.
NWA, and all of that shit. Whatever he was into, we were into.
Yeah.
That's why you're a porn addict.
I don't think my dad was into porn at that time.
No, I'm just saying you.
you just ain't
no,
find the
I
box.
developed that. I developed
He's
that
like,
later
I
on.
have no
You
filters.
just, you didn't find your dad's secret box.
I got some stories. But listen, I tell you the two movies that were like the most detrimental. Glory and Do the Right Thing came out in the same year, 1989.
Never seen Glory.
Neither.
Oof. Glory and Do the Right Thing came out in 1989. To this day, like they are the most profound movies that hit me at the right time. I was 7.
Yeah.
And I understood exactly what the fuck was happening because you ain't got no choice.
Yeah, do the
They're
right
like
thing. I
a
definitely
punch.
understood. Yeah.
They were a major punch in the face.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's sad that they got Glory as like memes and shit now for this generation. But
That's all I know Glory as.
yeah,
is the
if
name.
you go back and watch it, it's impactful, bro.
So what was for you? Like you said, you was watching fucking
I was watching-
48
I
hours
got a
and shit.
curveball though too.
Was Goodfellas a bad movie to watch as a kid?
Sure.
At your age at the time, hell yeah.
I was young when I
Yeah,
probably
because I was like
seen it.
I was like 12, 13 when
Yeah,
Goodfellas
sure.
came
That's-
out.
The violence in that.
Well, it came out what 90?
91, yeah,
91?
something like that. I must have been like 11.
I didn't.
Goodfellas might be
Obviously, I didn't watch it
91.
right when it
but you
came out.
Not, of course, but you
I
watched
was
it.
one,
But you watched it like 5, 6 years old.
maybe like 7.
Scarface.
That was
7,
a
8.
lot. That was a lot.
Hey, glimpses of Scarface were on around that
Scarface.
time.
Yeah, I probably watched Scarface about But you know what?
Scarface
No,
came out when 85.
no, but you know what? Know what? I remember this vividly. I watched the edited version of Scarface. There was an edited TV version
Oh,
of Scarface at that time. Because I remember they wouldn't even show like the chainsaw, stuff like that.
Oh, word.
Yeah, so like
Okay.
I remember seeing like the real version, probably early teens.
They still show the coca.
Yeah, they showed everything. It just wasn't like
It wasn't as graphic.
yeah, and I think even like the they have voiceovers and shit. I remember Do the Right Thing. You remember Do the Right Thing voiceover for a motherfucker?
No.
Mickey Thicky.
Mickey Thicky, I remember that. Mickey Thicky, Mickey Ficky. Remember he said that
Yo.
shit when he had that exchange with the,
Yeah,
with the
with
Koreans?
the- yes.
Mickey Ficky, Mickey. What the fuck
Yo.
is a Mickey Ficky?
That
You
is
know what
one
I'm
thing.
saying?
That's one thing I hate about
That's taking it
voiceovers.
back right there.
Yeah, man.
Is if the voiceovers are horrible.
BET
Oh, they
the
was
worst.
hard. Yo,
BET the
oh,
worst.
God.
That shit was like USA Network back then.
That is bad. That's why I can't watch
USA
like.
would just completely cut the shit.
yeah.
BET just made it
Yeah.
stupid.
That's why like when I watch Korean movies, I have to watch them in Korean, like
In Korean
in
with
their language.
subtitles.
Yeah, I'll put the subtitles on because like the moment you put that English voiceover, I'm like, oh God,
Yeah, son.
no, this is. I don't even want to watch the movie no more.
It's like the old
But I
fucking
grew
crime
up.
movies.
I also
Trash.
grew up with like, for all the anime lovers out there, we know that 80s and 90s anime is like different. Fucking wild, demonic, sexual, graphic violence and shit like that. But I'll throw you a curveball.
I never watched anime.
Okay,
Well,
I was into that.
traditional. Yeah.
Ren and Stimpy was not a cartoon for kids.
I never watched Ren and Stimpy.
Bro,
I got-
you missed out on great.
I
It was
probably-
an adult cartoon, like
I
on the
believe
cool,
it.
and it was my favorite
Let
cartoon.
me stop saying that. All these shows I have seen, I just wasn't an
They
avid
had
watcher.
like
Yeah.
banned episodes.
I have a question though.
Yo,
What all qualifies as anime though? Like, is it just anything animated?
Well, see, I thought Transformers was considered anime.
No.
Because I thought
I mean,
it was
I-
like animated shit they qualified.
No,
but I was
no,
like,
no.
wait,
when y'all think of anime now, y'all think of the shows. Y'all are thinking of Naruto and Dragon Ball Z and all of that shit.
that's whatever I see in the anime store is what I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, this
that's-
is anime. I
That's
guess.
stuff for like, I didn't grow up with like, we laughed at like, what the fuck is TV 14? What is that shit?
What's that?
It's a rating for like teenagers.
Yeah, they
Oh,
used to
gotcha,
put
Because
the
gotcha.
all of
TV
our shit
14.
was, you see that big N.
Mhm.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
The big N.
Adult. AN. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like Emba.
All of our shit was super bloody, violent, demonic, fucking super sexual, like raw sex, like all of that shit. That was 80s. There was no boundaries on them back then. So you saw like some really, really graphic shit back then. Dark.
Yeah, I think
Dark
I
graphic shit.
said this shit before. Like, I stopped watching like anything that was animated cartoon wise.
yeah.
It's like after Ninja Turtles, I stopped.
That's not anime.
No, not anime. I'm talking about, but
just
all
like,
those
you're
shows
talking
like
about
animation.
cartoon animated
No,
shows.
I'm talking, yeah, like Red and Stimpy, all those shows. I, like
You just got right into Frasier, huh?
no, not Frasier. Like, you know
Started
what
drinking
you
coffee.
Now you know what
getting
it
into
was.
stock tips and watching
No, I'm
Frasier.
gonna tell you.
that was wildly
no,
specific.
No, I'm gonna tell you what it was.
He just started with Frasier.
Just went right into Fred Dresser.
Because
Huh?
I'm trying to think what came on that like replaced Saturday morning cartoons for me.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Nah, Saturday morning cartoons. It was like I know wrestling came on after. I was watching that.
It had to be sports.
It was. I was watching like NB like inside stuff
You
and shit
couldn't
like
you
that.
couldn't do both.
Yo, you only got one. You got one time slot, B.
Fuck that. TV raised me.
And then I told you the big one was after school cartoons.
Yeah.
Rhapsody killed it, son.
Not for me.
For me, I'm talking about once Rhapsody and all that shit
Oh, you
came
started
on.
watching hip hop shit.
What happens when
But
it goes
okay.
off?
Cartoons was off by then. Rhapsody went off at 5. The news comes on.
Yeah.
So you just went right into reading the newspaper.
Yes.
So
drinking your
106 in
coffee.
Park was like at
I
4
went
o'clock,
straight into
right?
Jeopardy, son. You know what I'm saying? Wheel of Fortune and shit, yo.
Dog, you've been a
You know what I'm
you've been a
saying?
grandpa for a while, dog.
Yo, son.
That's crazy.
You was 21, like, well, my mutual stock tips
Yeah,
have
son.
confirmed that. Like, nigga, I asked you about Allen Iverson.
Yeah, yeah. I went
Yo.
straight. Well, I was a sports fanatic.
Are you
okay.
are you
Like, when I
all
say
like Boston
sports-
teams?
Yes, but when I say sports fanatic, I was just this morning. I'm watching Wimbledon. I'm watching every sport. Like when I was, I'm talking OD. I know so much random. Like, yo, fam, why the fuck are you watching this sport over here? Like, cause it's on, son. Cause it's fucking on. They got a kickball game on. I'm watching
but
that shit.
not all that. You remember that? Maybe they're still in it. I remember that fucking phase that I guess ESPN went in where they would.
Bass fishing? I was
No,
watching
not
it.
bass fishing. You were watching that?
Bass fishing, son.
But they would like air poker, and I'm like, poker's not a fucking sport.
I was watching.
Stop
yo,
putting that shit on
Michael-
ESPN.
Michael Money, what's it, Moneymaker? Shoemaker?
I'm
Michael-
not watching no fucking
Yo, but
poker. It's not a
fishing,
sport.
fishing
dog.
gets intense when they catching the big joints.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
at
They
least
reeling that
that's-
bitch in,
at
son.
least that's
Yo,
captivating.
fast forward to that part. That's when I'll watch that.
See, you talk about fast forward. I ain't had no fast forward option. What was on,
Oh,
son.
that's true. I'm talking about today.
You know
My
what I
bad,
mean?
my
I was
bad.
watching baseball. Wow, I'm talking.
You still watch
OD.
baseball?
I can't get into
don't
anymore. It's too fucking long.
Fuck. It ain't even about
But
the
I'm
law.
I'm from a baseball state though.
That's true.
I think baseball.
I'm
Like
a
for a
Yankees
lot-
base-
fan, by the way.
I'll give you a perfect example. Like here, I don't watch college football.
Oh,
Texas,
Yeah,
you
Texas,
watch
we're
fucking college football,
we're
bro.
Football state.
Like, let me phrase that. I watch the big games. Texas, them niggas is watching
High school
fucking
football is the shit down
fucking
here.
Midland State or
Yeah,
some shit. I'm like, nigga, what the
fuck-
fuck is this dumb
fuck
shit?
college, high school
Midland?
gets
You know what I'm
intense.
saying?
oh God.
Yeah,
Like,
but
who the
great.
fuck cares about
They got a
Odessa? Yeah, like they be wilding
Yo.
Friday night. Like you really watching a high
Hit
school
somebody.
game?
Hit somebody. That's Texas.
Yeah,
Hit
Yo,
somebody.
every girl I dated or talked to that like happened to come from like the Odessa, Midland, those small town areas, I always used to like shit talk their fucking towns.
Why, man? Grew up in
I
a
don't
small
know.
town.
I just always did. I think it was just at first I didn't mean it, and then like I started to really believe what I was saying. I was
Have you
like,
been out there?
and passing through?
Everything you said was right.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, I believe it.
You know what I'm saying?
Tyler,
Everything said
Victoria,
facts.
Odessa, they ain't
shit,
shit.
out there.
Yeah,
yo.
they ain't shit. Out
They ain't
there.
shit.
I was like, and I always finish. They're like, why would you talk about my place? I was like, why'd you leave?
Exactly.
No answers.
No answers.
No answers at all, man.
What else cracking, man?
Oh, speaking of the sports thing, man, shout out
Yeah.
to Greg Pop. He's signed a 5-year deal. I thought he was gonna retire.
Nah, fuck no.
I like that he's
What else
gonna be
Pop
in the
gonna
game.
do?
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't think he wants to go home to that empty house.
Yeah, man. After his wife passed, RIP.
Because I thought he
How
was
long
going to
has it been
retire
now? Like
based
5
on
years?
that.
3 years. Been about 3 years, 3-4 years now.
Maybe a little longer.
It might be 4.
Yeah.
Huh.
Man, Pop, what else he gonna do, man? Retire and just do what? Be at the training facility every day anyways?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Might as well get paid for it.
because he's like the president. Or
That's what I'm
something.
Shout out
like-
to Becky Hammond, who's about to hit that Hall of Fame.
Yes, shout out to
It's a handful of them, right? It's gonna be like
Cheryl
it's
Swoops
gonna be
and then we're
her,
going to present for
Yo,
Ginobili Parker.
Y'all wanna go?
Let's go, man.
I'm saying you know where it's at, right?
VIP access.
I got you. Springfield, Mass.
Oh,
baby.
I saw. I went and saw Dave.
I'm about it. You want to go to Springfield?
Oh yeah,
Mass?
yeah. I saw. Yeah. How was the show? Heard mixed reviews.
Okay, so I'm a Dave nigga,
Mhm.
right? He's putting together his new special called.
Hold up, pause.
I heard that from Ricky.
Have you seen Dave live before the first time?
Yeah, this is my 3rd time.
Okay, perfect. Carry on. Yep.
Okay, so he's shooting his new special called Lunatics Manifesto,
Yes.
and so I'm sure y'all know, they're not just shooting one thing straight.
Yes.
He's doing a bunch of
Piecing.
shows, and they're taking
Yeah.
Wearing the same outfit. Yep,
yeah,
yep,
and they're just taking the best clips and what have you.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle is better in intimate shows, and he prefers them because that's when he starts getting into his intellectual bag and making the crowd uncomfortable with different stuff.
Yeah.
When he does the big shows, he's gonna give you more goofy commercial shit.
More the comedy side.
It always just blows my mind because to me, he's the GOAT.
Mhm.
Just how on a whim, because San Antonio was on a whim. He does that. Like he'll travel around, and when he feels like he wants money, he'll just pick a show.
I know.
And
That's
he
how I
sells-
saw him.
Sold completely out like it was
Yeah.
his
Oh,
first
yeah.
game. Every seat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit was too goddamn long, first of all.
Mhm.
Nigga had two DJs, but I understand it's a stadium show, so you got to give a little more. Yeah, two
Yeah.
DJs. He had like the shows that I went to were much more in it. It's Donnell and Dave.
Yeah.
So he had Mo out there.
When I saw Dave, it was
Mo
just.
Amer?
Yeah, he
It
had
was
Mo
just,
out
matter
there.
of fact, when I saw Dave, it was just Mo, and Mo opened it up, and then
Right.
Dave. Matter of
It's
fact.
it's funny. I discovered Mo weeks before he did the surprise pop up show
Here.
2019.
Yep.
And he did the surprise pop up show, and I was like, "Yo, I like this guy." And then the special and all the videos started coming on
Yeah.
YouTube, Netflix. He had his
Yeah.
special on there.
Show was awesome.
And then I show up to the Dave Chappelle show, and I'm like, "That's the fool from the."
Yeah,
What
Did we
shit I
go to the
discovered.
same show?
Did you go to the first one?
I went to the second.
So I went to the first.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You went when the prices jumped up, because the prices were doubled the next day.
Yes, because nobody knew about the shit, but I
Yeah.
got, shout out to Polo Mar for the hookup.
shout out to Ricky Ortiz for
Shout out
the
to Polo.
hookup.
Polo knows people. I think we paid like 2 tickets, like 400.
That's not bad.
Yeah, so I mean, it was like 200 a person, which
I think me and my brother sat right there in the front.
Yeah, we was
front of the stage.
We was third row.
yeah, our seats were first seat in the balcony directly, but it was at the smaller theater. What theater was that?
I think it was that Aztec, right?
Aztec.
or
So
yeah,
it was,
something.
it was that seat right there. It was great seats actually.
Right. So
But,
Mo was out there. He had a female comedian out. She's from San Antonio. She was fucking terrible.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Terrible.
Damn.
Wow.
How she didn't get booed off? Well, we gave her because she had just recently got out of a coma. She got hit by a car,
I mean, that's a little extreme.
and
I
she
mean,
was a hometown girl, so she didn't get booed off. But everybody was sitting there like,
Did everybody know that
"Fuck
fact?
out of here."
She
Did
told
everybody
you
know
that?
that fact though?
He had another guy that I guess played host that came out and did comedy twice for some fucking reason. And then all of a sudden, I hear DJ Peasy, and I was like, why do I know that name? AKA Anderson Paak. And I'm a Anderson Paak fan. I was like, what the fuck? Anderson came out there. He did a whole DJ set. Then he was playing the drums. He didn't leave the door open for some reason.
Nah, of course, that's fucking. I think that's. You know what's crazy? Because
It's
that,
a
what's
hit.
that group name?
Silk Sonic.
Yeah, I think that might be proprietary to the group.
But he played one of their songs in
Okay.
a DJ set.
Oh, yeah,
it's
the DJ set,
Why
but
would you
yeah.
not play the number one hit? But all right. And then Dave came out. It felt like he's working on shit.
Okay, yeah.
Now,
yeah.
me personally, Patrice O'Neal, Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, Richard Pryor, I like the thinking comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Other people is like, yo, Mike Epps and Kevin Hart and Cat Williams. I'm not that nigga.
They want those
Yeah.
quick jokes.
I don't want the goofy shit. I want
Yeah.
say some shit that's funny, but also introspective. I like the thinkers. Those are my favorite.
Yeah.
So he's doing the stadium show, so he's not doing too. He gave you about 2 or 3 of those,
Yeah.
but the rest was just him being goofy and controversial. Cool. I don't think he's even gonna use half that shit.
Gotcha.
He's just a hero monster. It's just fun to see.
It
him.
was good. I know
I'm
what you're
always
saying.
trying to see him and Bill Burr whenever I can.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
It wasn't really nothing to critique because
No, it
you
really
got to
wasn't.
see the final product.
He just
of
was
it.
being goofy and funny, but I like small, intimate setting. I will say this about Dave, though. I worry about that nigga.
Why?
I've seen him 3 times. He's been doing comedy for 30-something, almost 40 years. Every time I see him, he'll do about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. He goes through a whole fucking pack. The first time I saw him, he smoked the
smokes
whole
and
pack
drinks
and
a
then
lot.
did 3 Optimos. And it just was like I'm holy shit.
Yeah.
Back to 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 back. It's like, how is this nigga not have cancer?
He said that too. I see the interview where he talked about that. He was like, "It's my vice."
He
was like,
stopped for a second, was doing vaping, but then he did a pack.
and then he said, "Yo, that's why I work out."
Yo.
Yo,
He said, "That's why I got in shape."
you
Was
seen him
smoking?
though? Y'all seen him? It's crazy.
No. Yeah, I see when I
I
see
always
him
wonder
live,
how he can smoke in these veins. Like, does he just pay the fine?
Yeah. He don't give a
he's
shit.
okay with it.
Yeah, he don't give a shit.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna do what I want.
He smoke at award shows.
He said that at our show.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He accepted the Mark Twain Award smoking and was like, "Look at me, America. I didn't ask permission. I just do it."
He's
Shout
a
out
real
to
one.
Dave, yo.
I just hope that never happens. You know, maybe he'll just live his life cancer free.
Bro.
But he smoked the whole pack too in
It's
our show, and
crazy.
he's always drinking.
No pause.
Where's-
no pause from
where-
cigarette to cigarette.
Where's that scene from?
Oh, this is from
We look at that star
Ferris
shot.
Bueller? Is that
Ferris
Ferris
Bueller.
Bueller?
Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's the belt.
oh, that's a trivia
Number one
quick
contender,
answer
bro.
right there that he
That was
just
good.
had.
He got
Number one
he got
contender,
on
bro.
me.
He got one on you.
He got one on me.
Yeah,
You know what I
man. Now, so overall, you prefer the theater
No, I like
or the arena was good?
introspective, Dave. I want small, intimate setting.
So theater.
Yeah, so you prefer
Yeah,
the
I
theater
like theaters.
Yeah.
I like
over
theaters.
the arena.
I don't like the arenas.
Okay.
I want them to feel comfortable, and I like when Dave says shit that makes people uncomfortable.
That's why you like Bill Burr.
For sure.
He does say a lot of uncomfortable shit.
For sure. It's not like on purpose.
Mhm.
Have you seen The Bird Theory? I know you've seen The Bird Theory.
No.
That's the one where he was like, we found out after all of these years, the only way to really hurt white people is to take a knee during the national anthem. You've seen that one.
No, I
Oh,
have not.
You've not seen the
I
Okay,
did.
let me give you a clue. Every Netflix.
I told you I don't really watch stand-ups like that.
Okay.
I
So
did.
you haven't seen his Netflix stand-up?
Oh, Bill Burr?
No, Dave.
I think I've seen that one. That's which one? The trans one? I've
Nah,
seen a
that
couple
was
of them.
closer.
He has like four.
But
of them on
usually what he does is he gives you, when people don't recognize it, when he drops a Netflix special, he gives you 2.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't fucking notice that.
No, yeah, he does. He gives
Yeah,
you. The,
he gives
he
you
have the,
two.
He have like
So-
the more intimate, not intimate, but with the crowd. and
Exactly.
stuff,
Yeah. So when you go back and I forget which one the other one was, but there's another one called The Bird Theory. and that's the second one. He's in a nightclub. It's maybe like a 50-seater.
Yeah.
At his most, like the best, when he's saying shit and he's fucking serious. He can be funny, but he's serious. And his intensity when he's serious is making the crowd, like up front, uncomfortable. I fucking love that shit.
Have you seen him in that size venue?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
That's why I'm like, I prefer that shit. Because he's really saying shit. I'm like that with, I'm a substance dude now. If you rapping, say some shit. Everything has its moments and stuff like that. But preferably, if you rapping, if you doing comedy, say some shit.
Yeah.
Fuck
Say some
that.
shit.
I want to hear Future.
I can dig it. Future has his time. Working out or on partying. Yeah, put on Future.
Yeah. There's music that caters to any.
Yeah, everything has
occasion.
its time. But
I
for
put
general,
Or-
say
I put
some
up
shit.
Future to be introspective.
Or,
Holy shit.
You gotta be going through shit to know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
This-
I'm
this
on
is a
that
different
good
guy.
cushion alcohol.
hey,
Escapism.
Codeine
That's what it is.
crazy. You know what I'm
hey, and Norman be like, I ain't on none of that shit.
None of
either.
that shit.
None of that shit, but I support it.
I feel the pain. I know where
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
coming from with it. You know what I'm saying?
You know where he's
You done
coming
codeine?
from.
Yeah. No.
You never sip?
No.
I have.
That shit is
That ain't,
like,
that ain't my thing, taking medicine.
on a cool, that shit is like heroin.
I believe
It's
it,
liquid
yeah.
heroin.
Yeah, it's not good.
I don't think
man.
people really recognize that though.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad
they
that, like,
should in Texas with everybody, like all the people dying from it. But it
I'm
was like,
glad that a lot of the artists from down south like went away from it. Cause like you could tell like the Paul Wall was like, you know, it makes them all real heavy. You saw
heavy,
how
sick,
big
and then they
they was
die from
getting.
it. Yeah.
Like Mike Jones was heavy.
It's just too many niggas dying
Everybody
from that
was
shit
heavy.
before you go, maybe I shouldn't do this.
Yeah, I didn't. That was
I will say
I
though,
never liked to
Paul
be
Wall,
slow.
Paul Wall fucked me up when he like just one day overnight just showed up, I guess after his surgery and whatever he did, and he was just like skinny Paul now.
Mike scared everybody because everybody was like, oh, he's got AIDS.
Who?
Mike Jones.
I don't know.
I didn't even hear
You
nobody
said-
talking about him.
Oh,
I didn't even know he lost weight till like stupid years later.
When he first lost weight, it was like drastically fast.
Who?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
No, but Paul, he threw me off because then, you know, he just started popping up again, you know, doing like promos and like shows. I was like, damn, he's skinny as fuck.
Yo, speaking of artists and drugs, you know whose interviews I enjoy a lot? You could see he's like so sober. Have you heard like recent Lil Wayne interviews?
Yes.
They're fucking really good, man. He's like
He doesn't
really
talk like he's
he has like a clearness to him
yeah.
and a clarity, and like he tells some really fucking like just seems like a
Interesting stories.
that just seems like a fucking good guy, yo. Like just
Now.
a genuine.
now older.
And you could see like
Older,
the
yeah.
maturity and everything, like that moment he had with Nipsey's son. Did you see that?
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
he was calling his son whatever. But I just saw him on the Pivot podcast with
That was a good one. That was a good episode.
that Ryan Clark and them.
Mm-hmm. That's a good episode.
But yeah, just him. It's like a humbleness to him and everything. I was like, you know what?
But
Wayne?
you
Fuck
always
with you,
love
bro.
the older version because Mike Tyson is like my favorite, bro.
Oh, Mushroom Tyson. That's what I call him.
Yeah, Sage Tyson.
Toad Tyson.
I will say that I did like Lil Wayne's hair back in the mid 2000s though. That was the best.
Because he had
hair.
more than one.
That was
He
the
had
best
more than
Lil
3
Wayne hair.
braids.
Yeah, he had a lot of braids.
Because he's got 3 braids at this point.
And he was on that Flyboy shit. That man, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. When he did that Lollipop video, that fucking like the suit, the way he had
that's
it,
what you was into.
that was fly shit.
Yeah,
That's what
is
you
it just
Yeah.
me or are you
Bro, he
with
had
me?
he had
Are you
the
with
whole-
me on this?
with the diamond grills?
That was your vibes.
You with me on this one?
I would have wore that whole fit.
Yeah, I got you.
I would have wore it.
Really?
I mean,
Okay.
who about
Oversized suit?
who about it? I can't talk shit. I was walking around with
Maybe
a
not
fucking,
oversized suit today.
I was walking around with a
Back then,
Lollipop?
yes.
Giggling?
No, that's taking it too far.
at that age, I was walking around with a Cybertech suit dressed like fucking Diddy and Mace in the Mo Money with Problems video in real life.
Damn. That's
In
crazy.
real life, yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Wildin'.
All white Air
They
Force
only did that
Ones.
for a video.
I mean, we was in the streets with them. That shit was like fucking polyester.
Yeah, but that's
See
y'all.
through.
That's y'all
Damn.
shit. Because
You know
my,
what I mean?
my cousin, rest in power. My cousin, when he first came down from Harrisburg, he brought his leather pants,
Oh yeah.
and we didn't know nothing about that. I was wearing his. Now he's a good over 6 feet, 300 pounds. So I had to roll him over like 4 times, so it looked like I had a tie around my waist. Because back then I was like 125.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
But everything was baggy back then. Anyways, we wanted to be like
I used
bad
to- I
boys,
used to
so I
fucking-
wore leather pants to tsunamis and shit.
I used to hate the fact it was too hot here. I
was
almost
hot
got
as fuck.
almost got me some leather fucking cargo pants.
Yeah.
It was like $400.
It was fly though.
Fire, but I was like,
Yo,
Texas, I
it
can't
was
get
bad
involved.
boy, dog. T-shirt and leather pants.
Like I can't. That's another thing why I want to go back to the East Coast sometimes, man. I need a mink, son.
Or you just have it, and then whenever you do make your way up
Nah,
north,
if I'm paying that much for a mink, I'm rocking that bitch,
I'm
yo.
not rocking mink, bro.
I need a mink,
That's
yo.
y'all. Y'all got that up top.
Drag it on the floor. Drag it through the snow, son.
damn,
No regard.
at all.
What?
Detroit shit.
Yes, son. That's just so fly to me, yo.
That's never been
I think you
my
should
thing.
buy them.
When I see niggas in the full like baked up, like, ooh, son. You know what I
I
mean?
never really understood the
wild.
appeal of that shit, but that's a northern
Yeah,
thing,
yo.
yeah.
Damn, dude, there's a lot of fashion choices back in the day. That was like, I'm like, that's still fire.
Yo, I'm bringing the velour suits back too.
Yeah,
Velour suits was fire.
I want Cameron's pink jacket.
Baggy or tight?
You gotta fit it now.
I don't know if it'll hit the same.
You can't go overly baggy. It gotta be sweatsuit style. It gotta be like sweatsuit styles now.
Yeah, fitted.
Like rocking
I'm
rocking a Nike Tech suit.
I'm so terrible.
Those are nice though.
Yeah.
I don't really shop that much for myself, so I'm so terrible. I missed the whole.
You can say you're just not fashionable.
Okay, that's
fine.
fair. That's fair. So I missed the whole. But I was in the military. I was zoned out, right?
Yeah.
So I remember it had been a while since I wasn't trying to. I've never been that dressed for the trend sort of dude, right? Like all black. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So I go to the mall to go buy some clothes. I'm looking at the jeans and shit. Excuse me. Y'all got the what the baggier? The baggy?
Oh,
And she's like,
you missed the whole
baggy. And
So,
I was like,
yeah, you're in the wrong
yeah,
era, bro.
you got
You're
baggy.
wrong
And this
era.
was in the height of skinny jeans.
Oh yeah, you missed the
And I'm like,
you missed
like
the transition?
the baggier pants. And I'm getting mad at her. And she's like, straight leg? No,
Yeah,
I
nah.
said baggy.
Just
And
put
she was
one
like,
some 501.
she was like, straight leg? And I was like, maybe this bitch ain't fucking hearing me. Did I say straight leg
Why
or
she
did I
had to
say
be a
baggy?
bitch, yo? They don't sell it
Damn,
no
why
more.
you get so violent?
Baggy's
Sorry.
back though. You can wear baggy now.
Now, but I just was like, then she was like, how long has it
Oh,
been?
I tried on my first cowboy boots this week.
I saw.
Hey,
getting a pair.
she looked at
I'm
Kai
sorry.
like,
I'm getting
Yeah,
some
how long,
cases.
How long has
she
it been
looked at
since
me
you've been
like
outside?
like the dumbest nigga in the world. She was like, how long has it been since you shop for clothes? And I was like, fuck is that? Like, what that?
she's like, you sound like a dumb motherfucker
Yeah,
right
she
now.
was like, ain't no baggy. What you're looking for is straight leg, right? And I was like, can I see straight leg? And I'm looking at the skinny jeans and the straight leg. Like, what the fuck is the difference?
Yeah.
I go try them on and I'm like, yo, I'm not ready to embrace my legs. Who gave y'all permission? Like, I'm not ready to embrace my legs.
Thighs
yet.
out, boys, yo.
you know what I'm saying?
But
Look,
then
Thighs
after I
out,
started
boy. At all
wearing
times.
them, I was like, all right, this is me now.
Yeah.
I embrace my legs, you know?
I'm gonna get my
You
first
got to,
cowboy
bro.
boots now that I'm leaving Texas.
That is a
I
weird
bet-
statement.
I've been thinking about
That
getting
only
boots
you
for a
could
couple
make.
years
That's
now.
gonna be my whole aesthetics though. I'm about to switch it up like the one of the little tie tabs and shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go up in there and get like a
Go with
fucking
the
A,
little-
a,
cowboy.
a what? A what?
The little tie, the little
With the
cowboy
little,
tie.
bolo?
little bull.
Who?
A bolo tie?
I don't know the name. The cowboy tie.
It's
See
like
this?
it's like the one that has the bull on it.
No, you
A
can't
bolo.
get that. No, you talking about the belt?
No, I'm talking about a bolo tie.
Okay, but the belt also learned you can't.
You
just
damn
walk
near
in-
said, I'm about to get me a zip tie. Like, what the fuck is you
I
talking
didn't
about?
say a zip tie. I said a cowboy tie.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's what
enough.
it's called. You
Of
fucking
course it
pull the
is.
shit
Dick
up.
saddle.
Listen,
You're
man.
just hating.
I got a homeboy that's a cowboy. He told me that if I go to the store, ask for a cowboy tie, I don't know what I'm talking
Does he
about.
have cattle?
Hey, shout out to him.
Does he have cattle?
I know
That's
him.
who I was
Hey,
with.
hey, does he have cattle?
No, but he rides
Does
horses.
he rustle cattle?
He rides horses and
horses.
shit.
That doesn't make you a cowboy.
He
That
a
makes
fuck
you a
cowboy.
nigga that rides horses.
No, he a cowboy, man. He from the South.
Okay.
He from deep, from out
I
in the
will. I
woods.
will say this though. I think I've been years overdue
shit
for
kickers
getting
on.
like some cowboy attire.
No,
'Cause-
listen,
'cause my-
I'm
no,
going
my-
to get the whole shit.
No, but hold on, check this out. Because I got family members who all come from that.
Like
Like
that's what I'm saying is like the cowboy shit is just a whole bunch of white guys trying to dress like Mexicans because Mexican is cowboy culture.
No, it's Texas culture.
No, it's not.
I don't know.
It's
Technically,
Texas. because
Let me tell you something.
Tejas.
Let me tell you something.
There you go.
Tejas
Let me
culture.
tell
You
you
know what I'm
something.
saying?
I'm gonna give you a little bit of Texas trivia, right?
I got it.
Oh, he's giving you trivia now. Damn, that's
years
disrespect.
ago, after the Civil War.
I got it.
So you know what I'm saying.
No, I'm about to answer the question. Are you asking me a question?
No,
Richard?
I'm-
Oh, all right, all right.
Just telling you something.
Okay.
Years ago, after the Civil War,
You was ready.
Ready, son.
Texas did not want to be identified with the Confederacy anymore because it was bad fashion, even though Houston
Yeah.
was a cotton capital and what have you.
Mhm.
So they made a dedicated effort, brought the funds together, and made a whole bunch of councils to change San Antonio's image. The the daughters of the Southern Confederacy took the Alamo, who nobody gave a fuck about the Alamo for years. Nobody gave a shit until we were
still
getting
don't.
ready to recreate our image, right?
Hey, it looks good for pictures.
So the daughters of the Southern Confederacy made it a point to use their funds to restore the Alamo, and they purposely changed San Antonio to a Western aesthetic. We're not Western, we're Southern, but they changed San Antonio. So now when you watch HEB commercials, that's the aesthetic that they wanted. It's all a lie. We're still the Confederacy, and we're
marketing,
still
baby.
Yeah, but see, the cowboy shit
Business.
was not us. That was Mexican
You gotta
culture,
you gotta
and
market
they
it.
didn't want Mexicans here.
But they're here.
They just started copying the way that they did
Hey,
shit.
in the word of Franklin Saint, man, it's just good business.
It's good business, baby. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, I'm gonna get once I get my cowboy shit together though. I'm stepping out though. I'm starting at the top.
Niggas is fraudulent, dog. Them niggas ain't.
Like I said, the reason
I'm getting like the fucking $2,500 Lucchese's. You know what I mean?
bro, the reason I'm saying that I'm way overdue is like, yo, my uncles I'm with all the time, yo,
I know, son.
they in them boots all the time. Like here at the house, they always
Yeah,
there
I'm
with
trying
the
to
hats.
get. I'm
and
trying to get the custom made to your foot, son.
Yo, they always telling me, yo, come on, man. It's
No, my
when's your
man
time? When's
schooling
your
me.
time? And I'm like,
He
shit.
said it's a whole different vibe, a whole different world you enter into, yo.
It
don't want
is,
nothing
bro.
to
You
do
can
with the
start going. You
Cowboys.
can
You know
start
what I
going
mean?
to country bars all of a sudden.
Yo,
where
son.
they
I
play
don't
hip
want nothing
hop.
to do with the Cowboys.
You know they got $15,000 Lucchese's? 15,000.
I believe it.
The dude in the review said, yo, these right here, pussy magnet.
I believe it.
All right.
Telling you.
You gonna have to
For
line
single
dance for
guys,
some.
the amount of walls you
You
get.
ain't even got a lot of
elevates.
line there. Yo, they was telling me, yo, you could just be the cool cowboy. I was talking to the Cowboys. He was telling me the shit you got to do. So the only thing you can't do that's fronting is get the big fucking buckle.
Yeah, don't
You got to
overdo
be a
it.
bull rider to get the real
Yeah, you
buckle.
gotta qualify.
And then they going to ask you questions
Niggas
about your
can
bull
sell you on some
riding.
shit easily.
You know what I mean? You get the little cowboy joint. Then you just on the horses.
Nah, you
cool.
tell them
You know
niggas,
what I'm
fuck
saying?
you. I get the belt buckle that I want. My shit
Nah,
look
that's like
Nah,
front.
you got-
WWF tag team.
You gotta,
so
respect,
that's
you
like-
got- you gotta respect the culture,
Now
man.
it's like the hood. They might like snatch a chain. They might like snatch a buckle for you because you ain't repping.
You gonna
know what
let
I'm
a
saying?
nigga snatch your buckle
You know
from you?
what I'm
Give
saying?
me that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Just
imagine
wrangle-
getting snatched
You
up by
gonna
like
let a
some
nigga
country
just
folks.
Yo, that shit is wild if a nigga just wrangled your motherfucking
Yo, take your belt for you, yo.
Nah, they probably make you take that shit off in front of them. They surround your ass
Yeah,
probably.
son.
bullshit, nigga.
Like, do you ride,
We
bro?
grew up in gang culture. I used to
know what
watch
I'm
my
saying?
brother snatch flags out of niggas' pocket.
That's like snatching the buckle, yo. Snatching the
I
flag
wish
off a
you
nigga,
would
yo.
get your buckle snatched.
Yo, so you don't
Nigga
know what's
just
going on
wrangling
in
your
this world.
waist in a fucking Ingram ball.
Yo, you don't know
Damn.
what's going on in this
Yeah,
world,
Come
yo.
here, nigga.
What set you claim, homie?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's crazy, man.
I'm sorry, what rodeo was you at?
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, come up off that buckle,
Yeah,
bro.
so you say the wrong rodeo, yo.
You know
I'm gonna
what?
say, yo, you gotta say
Yo,
something
that shit's
specific. Junction.
crazy.
Oh,
I was at the Junction Rodeo. You can't put it too. You can't be like at San Antonio. You gotta go.
yeah.
You
That
gotta
shit is-
start from like.
You
I
gotta
gotta-
say the county name.
I gotta
Yeah.
see that shit. Niggas
You know
in the
what I mean?
club be like, oh, I ain't never seen you at no rodeos. You gonna have to come off that. You gonna have to come off that bucket, bro.
be like,
Huh?
nah, be
I
like,
said you gonna have to come off that. Run that buckle.
nah, I'm be like, yo,
That's
nah.
crazy.
Run that buckle, nigga.
That's crazy.
You gotta be like, yo, I'm from the Arkansas faction of
Yo,
this
put
shit,
that
son.
shit over your
Holy
shoulder.
shit.
You know what I mean?
Walk
Nah,
out
nah.
the club.
West Memphis. You know what I'm saying? West Memphis, Arkansas. You gotta tell him from over there.
Like, dog, you can't come
Arkansas
over my house,
rough,
man.
ain't
That nigga snatched your buckle in public.
yeah,
or is it
yo.
Oklahoma?
No, Arkansas. Raw. I saw a shootout in Arkansas like 2 years ago.
No, Arkansas is raw.
Yeah.
Large.
It's kind of
It's raw.
crazy over there, right?
on the, right on their river walk, right
Damn.
downtown.
Yeah, Arkansas is
I'm
raw.
starting to feel like a lot of places got river walks.
I mean, there's a lot of rivers.
Yeah.
And you can walk beside
You can walk in them.
We have a riverfront.
Oh, you ever, you guys make a trip to Chicago? They got a dope ass dine on the river, but it's like it's like actually nice water through downtown. Fire, bro. It's cheap. Take a whole group.
Oh,
It's like
I'm not
30
going
why,
bucks.
to
why you tell me it was cheap, son? I'm not going now.
No, but I'm saying like for what you getting.
Throw your gang sign up, dog.
Fucking elitist.
Throw your
My bad.
gang sign up.
Hey, you know what?
What are we doing here?
You can tip high.
Peas up,
You know what
nigga.
I'm saying? Yo, got me
Peas
out
up,
here.
nigga.
I didn't give him an elitist
You got- yeah, son.
accommodation.
Yo,
Sorry.
you hold on. There be other people on the boat with you.
No. Your people.
You broke ass nigga. Give me your belt buckle, nigga. Give me your belt buckle.
It's like fucking eat hibachi.
You know
or
what you
something,
gotta
yo.
do? You gotta snatch niggas' pinky rings.
Oh.
That's fake elitist.
Yo, so, now you
How
know
many
what-
people were with you on that boat? Yo, run that ring, bro.
run that? Yo, get it, yo, come up off that.
Run
son.
that ring, dog.
no,
come up off
you
that.
You're
take
not us. You're not one of us, nigga.
But
As I'm going to Chick-fil-A after this, gotta keep my roots. You know what I'm saying?
but to rephrase, when you take who you come with,
Yeah, nah, no. I got what you're
and
saying.
it's like it's super dope.
I got,
Good food.
I got some spots, man, that I'm planning on hitting. I don't know which order I'm going in.
Are we gonna go see Becky in Springfield?
Yeah, man, I'm going to the crib on the
Get the Hall of
20
Fame?
I'll be at the crib for the Hall of Fame. It's 20 in the August, right?
Probably.
Yeah, I'll be at the crib that weekend. Hall of Fame week, pop it in the city.
Oh, for sure.
We're pulling
You
up.
know what I'm saying? I'm Springfield, man. Come on.
You wanna go to Springfield?
Come on, man. I'll take you out,
The
man.
CSP boys.
Springfield.
Yo, come
We'll
on,
go out
baby.
for a weekend.
Yo,
You
go
don't even
there.
want to be there. You don't want to be there.
We got casinos and shit. It's lit, man.
Hey, yo, we can go
You know what
see
I'm
it.
saying?
We can go see all the where NBA started or whatever.
Yeah,
Where
man.
basketball was created.
Take you to the Hall of
Let's
Fame
not-
and shit.
Let's
You know
not
what I mean?
start.
I'll
I'm
take you there.
sure that was Kansas. That
Yo,
had
I
to be
keep
something
telling you
like
he's
Kansas.
from Kansas, but he started at Springfield College, man.
I
keep
think
telling you
Kansas should get credit for that.
Nah.
that. Kansas does their court, home of Dr. James Naismith.
See what I'm saying?
Even though he's from Canada. Let's figure this whole shit out, right?
Oh, word.
Interesting.
He's
That I
from
didn't know.
Canada, started in Massachusetts, and then with the coach at Kansas.
Something like that.
Yes,
He could pretty
It's-
much claim all of them.
it's a global game.
This
know
is
what I mean?
true.
What else we got? Oh, yo, I got to do it. Rest in peace, though, for all my people back home. Yo, my man Mike Vass just passed. He's a legend. He's the greatest athlete ever that I've ever seen in person, right?
Mm-hmm.
But also, he's like a fucking hero. He was paralyzed. We're talking about paralyzed. Full quadriplegic about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
A domestic violence situation happened. Ex-boyfriend comes in the house, saves
Ooh.
2 of her kids,
Yeah.
gets them out the window, and then jumps out the window and gets shot and ends up paralyzed. But he just passed away yesterday. And I just want to say
Damn.
shout out to him because he's always been a hero around the way.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
And
man.
he's the most legendary cat ever. This motherfucker dunked on somebody, right? And then made t-shirts and passed them shit out through the hood.
Yo, like with the image.
Yo, with the image on it, yo.
I would
That's
have.
You know what I'm
Fire.
saying?
I
He's
wanna
one, of,
give
he's one
a-
of the only people that ever win Massachusetts basketball player and football player of the year in the same season.
Oh shit.
That was a bad motherfucker, boy. So RIP to my man Mike Vass, everybody in the
R.I.P.
city, hold us
rest in
down.
Yeah.
power.
R.I.P. for real.
I want to give a RIP to a local legend down here. Great dude,
Mhm.
Shay Allen.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever met him. Shay Allen was a local legend down here. He played for Jay. He was like an overweight quarterback, but
Mhm.
his fucking speed. He was a legend. I remember being a little kid, and I used to just go watch Shay play at Jay. Like it was a big thing.
Yeah.
Because we had never seen anything like him, and he was fucking amazing. And then he went on to become a coach down here for little leagues and stuff like that, and he was just legendary. He was a great dude. The city lost somebody really, really, really great.
RIP
to Shay Allen.
Yeah, we're gonna do RPs to the great athletes, man. We're gonna do a
Got
little
to,
segment, man. We losing a lot of people out here.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
But definitely rest in peace.
Yeah, definitely. Dude, I guess in response to what you were saying, do people need to be more careful out here too? Like, you know, was like learning like their like who you're gonna date, their situations.
Yeah.
Because
you-
like sometimes people say like, oh nah, we good. Like, you know, it's like nah,
you never
man,
know, bro.
You just don't know, man.
You never know, man.
You could be the strongest dude in the world, but it don't take much to take somebody down.
yeah,
you know?
Mike fucking 6'4", 225. Absolute like. Yeah, we used to call he was baby LeBron for us. Like he
Yeah.
was the kid that was 12. And you like, yo, fam, like
You're like a grown ass man.
There's no
yeah, like
way.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
And you got a beard. Like what the fuck are you doing? But just like you said, strongest dude in the world, and
And
shit
yeah,
gets crazy.
it
yo.
don't take much to take somebody down, man. That's I'm like, yo, gotta be more like safe and smart.
It's choices. It's decisions. Like
Yeah.
that's one decision is everything. Like you can lose it all. One
Yeah.
fucking fly-by decision. It's all about decision making and choices.
That's facts, man. That's facts. But shit, man. Hey, we about to get into these crushes.
Yes.
I like how we had like last week we did the porn thing. I like theme crushes.
That was fun.
All right,
we
so
need,
where we going?
we need
with
to do
this
more
week?
themes.
Where we going this week?
I don't know.
We didn't have a theme this time.
I'm saying,
But it's a
No,
good
but
idea.
I like that. I like the theme
It
crushes.
is a good idea. Moving
even though
forward.
you know I don't like, I do want to shout out this one girl, but she's not a crush because she's too fucking young to be a crush.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like my favorite young female artist right now, and I want to shout her
Oh,
out.
you
If
haven't been
you
your,
say
your
Bia-
artist back
Okay.
in a minute.
If you say Bia, I'm
No,
gonna start swinging.
no. Flo Milli, yo.
Oh, Flo Milli. Okay.
Flo Milli is so. She's dropped a new video. She redid one of the old Joyce. That's the new thing for the young girls to get popping. But I feel like she doesn't get the attention like for her skill set.
yeah.
She's still coming up, but Flo Milli is fucking fire. Yo.
All right, want to
So,
do music?
yeah, let's keep it music, yo. Shout out to Flo.
Damn, I don't have any music. right now.
Nia Sultana.
Okay. Who's that? Come on, you gotta pull her up.
Yeah, talk about her.
Nia Sultana. She's a new R&B singer, but she's you know how certain singers have allure. Sade allure,
Yes.
Erica allure, Jeannie Aiko. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah.
Allure.
Oh, okay. I see.
They
her.
have that. Or you see what I'm saying? She has this like when you hear her music, Snow,
Snow Allegra.
she has allure.
Yeah.
When you hear her music and then you see her look,
Yeah.
it's like it's an allure. It's like fuck.
Damn.
And the
Shout
music's
out,
fire too.
Yeah, the music is fire.
I haven't,
I'm already there, son. I'm already a follower, yo. You know
I
what I mean?
haven't been in the mix, but I'm gonna take a light alley right now from somebody you just mentioned. Cause I fuck with Janae.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think she's super attractive. I mean, she might be a little toxic, but that's none of my business.
I've never heard of her being toxic.
What, you don't listen to her music?
Yeah, that's all you gotta do is listen to it.
Doesn't feel toxic to me.
That's, oh, you know what? It's because that's him.
Yeah. Shit, Janae.
It's just
You're
human
in the
shit.
same boat. It's like, nah,
Some,
we're
no,
regular.
some people are just saying real shit and we're just not used to it because we,
Could be possible.
because everybody's
Or
like,
y'all just relate too
when
much.
SZA came out with the
She's toxic. She's the female future.
no, I think what's her name is toxic. The one that's always having problems. Summer
Walker?
Summer
toxic
Walker
too, yeah.
is toxic.
Yeah, yeah.
SZA's just real.
Nah,
Because that weekend
Like
shit,
her body?
nah.
that weekend
That-
song that everybody thought was super controversial. But like, do you know how many women when I was younger was that and thought like that?
Nah, I ain't talking about that part. I'm talking SZA's Kill Bill is toxic, fam.
Okay, well then Jasmine Sullivan is toxic.
Fuck yeah.
Nah, it's just a song.
Nah.
Fuck yeah. Breaking windows out of niggas' cars. Chill the fuck out, Jasmine. Sit your ass down. Yo,
Come on, man.
what's her song? Lions and Tigers or Bears?
Yeah.
On Live? That was my shit, son. Shout out to her.
Jasmine, you ever had somebody like her voice? That shit is so goddamn sexy, bro.
Her last album
I do got
was
things.
titled
It was amazing.
some
Yeah,
fucking
it was
wild shit.
Hotels.
Yeah,
But
see?
she's just talking about like some shit that really happened to her.
Listen, man.
I like that shit.
Listen, so does Future, man. He talks about shit that really happens to him, yo.
This is true, man. Real
What is
shit.
your thing with Future, bro?
Yo, that's my nigga, son. I want to see a versus. I said, can't nobody beat Future the verses.
You gotta stop
Nobody?
that shit.
Nobody.
Nobody, huh?
Like,
Nobody.
like at all.
Nobody.
Are you looking?
even Drake?
Are you looking
What's
at it?
beating
Okay,
March
hold on,
Madness?
hold on, hold on.
Nothing.
Are you looking at it from like?
In his field.
Are you
his
looking
genre.
at it from an? Okay, that's fine. But are you looking at it from a now perspective? Because a lot of people have rose-colored glasses of what is cool now. Because if you're just going like hit for hit, if you put Future next to T-Pain,
Future's bodying him.
fuck out of here, bro.
Future's smoking him.
Fuck out of here, dog.
Smoking him.
The only reason I
Crazy.
think
Smoking him.
I'm a T-Pain fan. I prefer T-Pain.
Smoking. I love
But the
T-Pain.
only reason that I think that
Anthem
he
after
would get
anthem.
smoked is because
He wouldn't.
Future got them
I feel like the
joints, son.
catalog is much smaller too.
Yeah, yo. It's
He won't
come
have
on, man.
enough.
T-Pain?
He won't.
Dude, Future was dropping like mixtapes every week.
Hold on. But you've been listening to Future. So a
I
lot of
listen to
his shit
T-Pain.
is like album stuff. Like his, as far as hit-wise, if you're standing next to T-Pain,
Man, Future got #1 records with Rihanna, son. Like, he got him.
He can play.
do you
Grammys,
not
all
remember
that.
T-Pain's run?
I love T-Pain. I'm telling you.
You don't
Telling
remember
It's
T-Pain's run?
gonna be a long day. Long day for my man Teddy
Crazy.
Pendergrass, yo. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a long day. And I fuck with T.
Could
I
be,
fuck
man.
with
You're
T-Pain.
out of your
And I'm not even
mind.
a Future
T-Pain,
fan.
T-Pain
I
is
fuck with T-Pain.
T-Pain is something else.
It's gonna be a
bro.
long
He
day.
is. That's one of my
His
favorite
run,
artists.
his run was crazy.
That
Because y'all
is-
keep talking about hits with verses. Verses ain't about hits.
Sure, I understand what you. It's
And
not
that's-
just.
and
It's
that's-
not just about.
And
hits,
that's when it's
but
gonna
hits
get different.
count.
And that's when it's gonna get different because you're gonna be like, oh, I forgot about this one.
You
Yep.
it all
Oh, I
depends.
forgot
But we
about
also
this
know
one.
it all depends on. It all depends. But that's exactly right. I forgot about.
forgot
because
about
we're
that.
on Future now. But you forgot about what
Listen.
T-Pain was doing.
We could do a verses on.
T-Pain
We
can
could do a
just
live verses.
T-Pain can just do like a verses of just his feature
It's so confusing.
singing on shit.
La di da di da, slap boy me da.
Yo, need you to relax, my guy.
Yeah, come on, man.
That wasn't it.
What? You got a Grammy off that, son?
No, the way you did it.
That's how you did it in my mind.
Hold on. This
Oh,
is,
you- oh,
this
okay.
is
In my mind. In my
an
mind.
unprecedented moment. I'm
My
really
mind.
proud of you, dog.
What happened?
You did it, bro.
I know he just
Oh,
took
he
up
wanted
his-
me to be
Oh,
against
yeah,
you for a
yeah,
second.
yeah, yeah.
Look at this guy.
This is monumental, bro.
Oh, no,
I'm
he's
happy.
happy now. He's gonna go get a
Listen,
taco.
did you see how hard? Listen, did you
Taco
see how hard it
Cabana.
was?
That's what you reduced it
He
to, a
couldn't
taco?
even listen. He couldn't even look you in the eye. He just was like, "That's not it, my boy."
That's not it, my boy.
Yeah, it hurt. He almost
I'm
cried
out,
on
yo.
that shit.
I'm out, man. I'm out, man.
That's not it.
Get me
You
out of here,
disappointed
man.
me.
Hey,
You
look,
broke my
look.
heart.
I did something good. You know, he
I'm giving
appreciates
you
it.
props.
Hey, now he can give me one of them like workout tools for
Bro,
my birthday now.
Have you seen Anchorman?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have
You remember
Sacred Man.
when he was fucking up and then his boss in there was like, "You got a poo poo mouth."
Yeah.
Why'd
Yeah.
you do that? That's you.
See?
Oh, okay. Nah,
No.
it's not. You know, one of the
It
best
broke your
parts of
heart.
Anchorman before we close out is remember that the Black Panther
Yes,
cologne?
Odeon by Black Panther. 60% of the time, it works every time.
One of the most legendary lines I've ever heard.
It's got pieces of bit of real Panther in
Yeah,
it.
yo, that was wild, yo. That's some shit no
I'm
one
not
would
gonna lie
have.
to you. This
Yo.
shit smells like pure gasoline.
Maybe-
Stings the nostrils.
Maybe I do.
Oh. I think Norm would use that like special occasion. And it's like you
Oh,
can
I'm
only
sure.
put a light
I'm
drop.
not doubting him after his cowboy rant.
Yeah.
Saying,
He
yo,
might put on some Odeon.
I'm not there yet, but it's coming.
Yeah, he's an
Paul.
elitist.
Believe
It's
it.
got bits of real Panther.
Yeah,
I'm
Paul.
sure it's decomposed, but you know, this is some
sure.
exclusive shit. You're not on.
And
that
you don't
yet.
have to have
Yeah.
all this shit to be an elitist. You just got to have the vision to get it. You
Oh. Interesting.
just got to know.
That was deep.
You know what I'm saying? I want some fucking $500 Baccarat candles.
That doesn't make sense.
Why not? It does.
What do you mean?
You're gonna pay
Does.
$500 from shit you're just gonna burn out.
Yes, that's the,
That's not an elitist. That's just bad financial.
when that smell is permeating through your fresh condo. It's gonna be different vibes.
Man,
son.
I get Erica Badu
You know what I'm
pussy
saying?
scented candles.
Them shit's like 200. See, you already
That's
there.
not 5,000.
You already
Hey.
there. No, that's 500. I didn't say 5,000.
Oh, okay.
He,
5,000. That's
200.
overdo it.
200, you're already halfway there.
You know what
Might
I'm
as well
saying?
get the 500.
Are you not good at math? Because I'm not good at math, but it seems like 200 is not close to 5,000.
No,
Said you-
500. 500.
Oh,
500.
$500.
500. Yeah.
You,
I
damn, you're not a good
apologize.
listener.
Hold on.
Yeah. 500.
I apologize.
I would not buy $5,000.
That's wild.
I only say
Depends
that
on who it is.
I only say that now.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, if the money was different,
Yeah, if
maybe.
the money was different, then you might. I'm not doing those stupid.
Yo, people, y'all motherfuckers lucky I ain't rich.
Dog, they playing a game on y'all niggas.
I mean, that'd be cool.
They
No,
just run up
the
the,
world-
price, and you
The
think that
world
it's the
is
value.
lucky that I'm not rich.
You
be
be wilding a whole
wildin'.
bunch of fuck shit. You do know that, right?
What?
They run up the price, so you think there's value in it because it's expensive.
Of course, but it's also fly shit.
You're doing shit other people can't do.
I hear it all the time. Like somebody be like, "Oh, you know, it's $100,000 car, and it drives, gets you to the same place." No, driving in a $100,000 car is a lot different than driving in a $30,000 car.
Yeah, different
think about
quality, different.
I just feel like
Sitting in first class
you
is
want to
different than
impress
sitting in
people, right?
coach.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, you don't. No, it's not oppressing. There is a difference in quality from a $100 t-shirt to a t-shirt out of Pack of Hanes. There's a total
fair.
difference. The shit lay on your skin different.
How much do Jordans cost to make in
It's
Asia?
irrelevant.
That don't matter.
It does matter.
Why?
Does not matter.
Okay.
Does not matter.
I realized that the show, aka,
No, it does. No,
it's cheap suits, but really it's two elitists and a real nigga.
no, it's not that. It's certain things are just past the point, right? But quality of something that costs
mindset.
this much money versus this or convenience
It takes $14 to make them.
doesn't matter.
The quality is not drastically different.
But it's a difference.
What's different is the label that you put on. You could have the same shoe if you put a label on it. You put
I'm gonna give you.
to it.
I'm gonna give you a perfect
mentally.
example. Easier example to that. Yeezys are more comfortable than these Adidas. Period. I don't care
If
the
you
price
if you
point.
want to
And
if you
they
want to give
cost.
if you want to give a comfort argument, okay, that's a better way to rope
comfort,
me
and
in.
but that's what I'm talking about with a t-shirt. $100 t-shirt feels different on you
You
than
know.
a $5 t-shirt.
Hey, perfect example.
I think that you do that to yourself psychologically.
Hey, I got a perfect example. You said Yeezys, right? V2s. We have a lot of them between amongst the two.
And right now I'm wearing $40 sneakers. I just want to point that out.
These shoes right here, the Yeezy ones, out of every shoe I have, is the most durable shoe that I own.
Last longer.
I didn't try to beat that shit up. I didn't walk in the rain. Everything.
Why would you try to beat shoes up?
I mean, like, I'll go take them for a run. Like, I'm doing shit that I wouldn't normally do in expensive shoes. And I'm doing all this shit, and my shoes look brand new 5 years later.
Yep.
Still.
Quality, man.
And-
That
it
doesn't
probably-
mean that's
no, wait.
not over the board shit.
But I'm
bro.
saying it probably costs nothing to make, and I still pay ticket price.
I just think that y'all do that a lot. Would you play off subject? Would you play basketball in Jordans?
Yes.
Certain ones.
Not
Anything
probably like-
after 11?
No, I played the threes. I played the 3s, 4s. But I grew up playing the 3-4. So for me, it's not like a
You grew
Your
up playing
foot.
in 3 and 4s Jordans
yes, because that's
in childhood?
4s, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a little wild.
I couldn't even. I couldn't even imagine that.
'Cause they were
niggas will jump you.
But
for
I
that.
told- but I
you're
told-
playing basketball in some
But
fucking Jordans.
I told you I grew.
Me?
I told
no,
you.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
back
No,
in
but I
the
told
day.
you I said this to the day. I'm not a sneakerhead.
Neither am I.
No, that's but what I mean. But I have a lot
It's
of
just the
sneakers.
value that our culture
Sneakers
put on
are
those things.
made to be worn. Those are basketball shoes. You wear them to play basketball.
But you know us, it was like if I paid this price,
Yeah,
there's
I
no
said
way
it.
I'm just gonna on a humbug play basketball. I don't know. I have never seen anybody play basketball in Jordans.
no, that was like it might have been a team shoe.
Jumpmans.
No, the people, the shoes, like, so the more recent Jordans that come out, like 30 and up, those are shoes you probably want to use for basketball.
Yo,
'Cause
hold
they're
on.
designing them in basketball.
Hold on, I'm
like,
gonna give you a better example. I'm gonna put Elitist tag on him
okay.
because you just gotta find what you into, right?
Yeah.
You into music. You can't tell me that these headphones sound the same as these headphones that
I don't
cost
think
X
that's.
amount
I
of
don't
dollars.
think that's a
It's
good.
100%.
I don't think that's the same.
It's 100%
I don't think that's
the
the
same
same.
Sounds
analogy.
valid.
It's not the
That
same
is the
thing.
same. Thank you. I'm the
It's
winner.
not the same
Yes,
thing.
it is.
How is it?
Quality. You can hear the music,
That's completely.
but you're a
different.
music snob. So now you want to hear it in a different manner. Holla at the
Bro,
boy.
that's not a win. Nobody
Bow, bow,
agrees.
bow. Gunshot, please. Bow, bow, bow. Yes.
A person, a company that puts more subwoofers and shit and quality into
Not-
headphones is not the same as a $100 t-shirt.
Not
You're just trying to
subwoofers.
correlate.
No, not something. That's not what I'm saying. If you go through, and I'm being real basic here. If you take a regular pair of AirPods or whatever the case may be, versus some Bose Premium or Sennheiser headphones, there's a different quality to the music
Hold
you're
on,
hearing.
hold on.
That's not about
But-
subwoofers, or it's the quality.
But what I'm speaking of, I'm not saying across the board. What I'm saying is there is lots of instances, and that you know of, where this product is the same as this product, but the name on this product causes more money. But it's the same product. You know this. If I know that they're putting more into this I know that they're putting more in this headphones than this, then this is deserving of it because I know that they're putting more into it.
Wait. So then
It's
which?
not.
so
It's
tell
not the
me.
brand.
All right. I'm
It's
listening.
not- what I'm saying
Now, let
is,
me ask you
it's
this,
not
though.
the
Go ahead, Star.
brand.
I heard what you're saying.
Get him, son.
Let me tell you this. Let me ask you this. So, which shoe is done the same as the Jordan? Which brand? Name it. Go ahead now.
I'm just telling you that this stuff. Okay. I didn't even get a chance before y'all started high-fiving. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you can ride a dick so much that a vein becomes a saddle.
Somebody's feeling emotional.
I'm not. I don't even
No,
get
go
a chance
ahead.
to answer. You
Go
guys
ahead.
are high-fiving
I
and
love-
doing the
I
fucking anime shit.
I love how
Yo, Devo. These niggas
Yo,
are
that's crazy,
transforming
yo.
over here. I'll let y'all have it, but you know what I'm saying.
No, I don't.
Some people, well, you should know that not everything expensive is of a different quality.
That's not what I said. I said it's what you
A
assign
lot of times
value
people
to.
are playing, a lot of times people are paying for a brand. You're paying for the name, not necessarily the quality. You're paying for the name. That's not across the board. But what I'm saying is, and a lot of times, and especially for our culture, a lot of times we're just paying for our name. You put a different name on that shit, and niggas wouldn't wear that shit.
To a, I agree. I'm saying to
That's
a.
what I'm saying.
I'm saying to a certain extent. That's all I'm saying.
My thing is this: if I clearly see that it's of a different quality, yes, pay more for it.
No, but that's.
But
the,
if you know that you're just paying for the brand, it's really about the name.
no, but
it's
that's
not
the
a
point.
different
But that's the
quality.
point because somebody else will tell you. That's what I'm bringing up to you. Somebody else will tell you that music sounds the same in that headphone or this headphone or that headphone because they don't have an appreciation for that.
I understand.
So
but
when I'm talking
also-
about a clothes or I'm talking about this, I'm saying you can say that this don't feel different, but a person that appreciates that is going to tell you
There it is.
no. It is different
Okay,
because when I wash it 76 times, it's still going to look the same. Or this, that, and the third. Whatever. That's all important. I get the fact that some shit is just ridiculous.
no,
for
but
the
what you're
name.
saying is a person can appreciate it differently, right?
Yes.
That's still mindset, right?
Pause.
Well, what I'm talking about is I can see and experience that this is. It's like we're literally talking about. I'll make a correlation, and maybe let's tell me if I'm on board. If we're talking
It's a great
religion,
combo, too.
if we're talking religion,
Mhm.
and I'm asking you to explain shit, right? And you keep telling me experience. Well, I feel this, and I feel no. That's not what I'm asking you. When I'm talking to you about the spirit and stuff like that, what do you keep describing feeling, but you're not exactly describing what the truth is of a thing. You're explaining things in it's like arguing with a woman.
No, I'm
You're
not.
you're arguing emotion.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you because I can
Okay.
tell you.
I'm saying this. If you're talking about headphones, I can experience. First of all, I see all the things that they put into it, and I experience the difference between the two.
Yeah, but-
pay more.
But no, what I'm telling you is like a car, just like I just
It's
said.
not because I'm a music snob.
No, I'm telling you.
I'm experiencing the
I'm
difference.
telling you, just like a car, somebody would say a $100,000 car is the same thing as a $50,000
I'm not.
car.
I wouldn't say that.
But a lot of people will.
I wouldn't.
Somebody will say that that hat is the same as this hat. It's not. Somebody would say a polo tee.
That was a
This is
shot.
basic. This is the basic. No, I'm not saying that. It's not like a
Mine's
hat.
actually a good quality hat.
Yeah, I'm saying that a polo t-shirt, and this is simple. Polo t-shirt does
That's
not
fine.
feel like a Fruit of the Loom t-shirt.
Like I said, I'm not saying
But that's
across
not
the
feel
board.
like. I'm talking about quality.
What
When I'm
I'm
putting
saying
that in the
that-
washing machine, this right here
Yeah.
is going to not last as long as this over here.
Sure, but that's not across the board. That's not everything that's expensive is better quality. That's what I'm saying.
I could go with that.
That's fair.
That's
I
all
could
I
go
was
with that.
saying.
I can go with that.
It's like Supreme.
Ex-
Supreme ain't high quality, but that you can sell for
not
the name.
Yeah.
not only that.
'Cause they
not
using
only was
Hanes
it
products.
Not,
Yeah.
not only was it not high quality, what they used was scarcity
Yeah.
as a way to build up their brand. That's a psychological trick.
Yeah.
People are paying more and paying out their ass for something that not only is regular quality, but they're using a psychological trick to get you. That's what I'm saying.
Hey man, at the end
Now,
of,
clearly,
at the
a
end of the day, buy
Maybach
what you
is
want.
much better than a goddamn 300. They put more into it,
Yes.
pay more. If you can see and experience the quality, sure, but don't be tricked that everything that's expensive means better quality. That's
Listen,
what
man,
I'm
be the elitist
Exactly.
and live it
Sticking
up.
on it.
Live it up to the fullest. You know what? One day,
I want to show you my
Maybe
little-
Kai-
Snort a
could be-
line of caviar. Just do a line.
just do one. Just one little line,
That
man.
sound like a vibe.
Yo, we gotta get the
I'm
fuck
out.
out of here, yo. Episode 2,
I love y'all.
84.
Great
This is
y'all, man.
podcast.
man.
Great podcast.
Yo, man, we'll see y'all next week.
Yo, can we do 11 for now on?
That's what we were doing.